Good evening, Bloodstock. How are we doing? You good?
Hi guys.
Yeah. We're Footprints In The Custard. Welcome to our D&D stream we're doing on Bloodstock's Twitch. What the fuck's that about? This is great. Yeah, thank you for joining us. If you aren't familiar with us, we're Footprints In The Custard. We're a party metal band. We've played Bloodstock in 2016 and again in 2019. This year, we're not playing. So, but we're playing D&D instead.
D&D instead.
However, we have good news. The good news is that some of us are playing. Specifically, our beautiful frontman Russ and our pounding stranger behind the kit Sladen are playing with their band Frozen in Shadows. Russ?
Yeah, we're playing on the Sunday and the New Blood stage, so it'd be cool if you guys could come check us out. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I'd really appreciate that.
Or you
guys are closing off the night on the Sunday?
No,
I mean.
No, I don't know. Times aren't confirmed yet.
Ah, fair dues.
But, you know, it's going to be hilarious trying to see them function after 4.5 to 5 days of being on the piss in the field with you lot, right? So,
I'm not dead!
First things first, before we get cracking, we are very silly. We're very crude. We're going to be drinking, we're going to be swearing, we're going to be doing all sorts of horrible shit. So if you're not keen with that, probably isn't the stream for you. Just giving you all a full heads up. Outside of doing this today, we normally do this over on our Twitch channel, which is just Footprints In The Custard over on Twitch. I'll see about getting one of the lads to spam it in the chat every now and then, so give us a follow. If you like what you see, we do some extra bits here and there. We're variety streamers, we play games and stuff. Sladen's got his own channel as well, because he's too good for us. So he goes and does his own thing, because he plays games that none of the rest of us will get around to playing. So, but yeah, very good to see so many of you in the chat as well. Russ has already gone afoul of the censor bot there by the looks of things. I will be keeping an eye on the chat as best I can throughout the night. Be aware that I don't know what's going to work in terms of sound alerts or sub alerts or anything. It should be fine, but it might not. So bear with us if it isn't popping out. If it doesn't come up on stream, just shout us and we'll sort it out. Maybe at the break. Speaking of breaks, we will likely need to take like several pees because we drink too much and we need to pee. We're getting old now, so our bladders don't work. So unfortunately, you're going to have to listen to some of our music videos in the intro. So at that point...
That's how they get you.
Yeah, that's how you get it.
No logo in the phone.
Similarly, if there's any issues with the audio or anything that's coming up that you guys can't hear anyone, do let us know. I'll try and sort it out as best we can. Outside of that, if everyone's got their beverages, with the sad exception of Witty, who's drinking water today because he's not feeling too great. In fact, honestly, most of us have got the shits, and some of us are a bit more sensitive than normal. So,
Cue antibiotics!
So, like, yeah, bear with us while you can. We're going to try and drink through it. But unless anyone has any additional bits they want to talk about before we get cracking. No?
I've prepared a speech.
Oh, go for it. The floor is yours.
I haven't. I was joking.
Okay.
Fucking with you.
Being allowed to do the speech.
What was that, Ross?
I wasn't planning on being able to do the speech.
He's
Something
underwater,
about
I think. Anyway.
I believe he said he wasn't planning. He wasn't planning on being able to do the speech.
Oh, that's fine.
I think he's just very far away from his microphone.
So for those of you that don't play Dungeons & Dragons, we are playing 5th edition, which is the current edition. It's dead good. It's a lot of fun. We're playing through Roll20, we're using D&D Beyond, and we're using the Beyond 20 app to bridge it. I see that Sladen's already found a way to get past the censor bot by writing anus right there on the roll screen, so you guys can see that. So yeah, I mean, fuck you, censor bot.
I just wanted to make sure that my new wireless keyboard was working. So I typed the word anus just to see what happened.
But yeah, I'm going to rule some things slightly differently. We're going to roll with it. We're going to do a bit of role play, and we're going to go on some adventure. So, without further ado, I think we should get cracking. So, a little bit of context. We are currently 10 episodes into this campaign. Our intrepid band of adventurers are currently on their way to the old fort of Amon Hung to investigate a large uprising of monsters and attempt to quell the situation. They enlisted the help of a kobold to circumvent the front gates because it was heavily guarded, allegedly. They narrowly avoided being completely battered by a large host of goblinoids by laying flat and hitting stuffing a kobold's arm into another kobold's mouth. They made it through.
I forgot about that.
They travelled through a tunnel to get through towards where they think the entrance is, and have just faced off with a fearsome clitori in the waters nearby. I'm going to give you a little bit of context.
Because our high elf rogue went to sleep on the job.
So we've slain this fearsome beast here. Our elven compatriot, our rogue compatriot, didn't do very well. But he was luckily saved by the sheer heroism.
The dice were not with me that day.
They were not.
Who decides to go into the water? It's like you've never read Tolkien.
So, with the adrenaline...
I've read a lot of things since then. You don't hear much about water demons in Nuts magazine.
So with the adrenaline subsiding with our party,
they still do that.
And our wounds being stemmed by the icy cold waters in the tunnels beneath or surrounding Amon Hung. Gentlemen, what do you do?
Which
want to get out of the water.
The north, yeah.
The water itself is flowing north to south very slowly. There is the prostrate kobold body sort of floating around, nestled near the rocks where the foofs came out of. The young.
Did we determine that was Karma, our kobold friend?
You didn't.
No, we haven't been over to him yet. That's what I was trying to do when I got accosted by some foofs.
So currently, most of the party, you guys are up on a ledge overlooking the situation. You very heroically stayed as far away from the monster as you possibly could be.
I'm a bard, man. I'm not made for that shit.
I'm gonna... Bastard's gonna walk around, I think.
With taking a bit of time with the situation being a little more settled now, it's perhaps easy enough to get round at sort of half speed, give or take. It's not super difficult to make it round. On the southern edge, before where the water's lapping against the sides of this tunnel, there is a rope that you can clamber down. If you want, for flavour, you can make an athletics check or an acrobatics check to attempt to scale down, as opposed to just jumping straight in the water like our big half-orc fighter.
He just went right in there.
23. Yeah. That's beautiful. You 3-point landing that. Like you just dust yourself off and land.
This can only go up.
Beautifully.
Oh, okay.
You do like several flips in the air. The rest of the party, seeing your prowess, raise up cards that say 10. They've conveniently been carrying for exactly this situation. So you've managed to land in on the impacted dirt floor of this sort of escape tunnel that the kobolds have fashioned. And you are currently there on the map. I'm just pinging it there. I'm kind of doing theatre of mind because there's not a lot more left to do currently on this map. That involves the battle route from an audience perspective.
Okay, I did see what you pinged, but cool.
It's somewhere around here-ish.
Yeah, it's down here. So you've made it down in a most spectacular, beautiful fashion.
All right.
Gonad, I believe you're not feeling very well.
I'm actually not doing too badly. Health-wise, I've got the majority of my hit points. I'm just a bit pissed off. I was restrained. I was restrained by a hulking clitoris for about fucking 40 minutes.
Yeah, you were severely wrapped by vicious labia.
Don't get me wrong. Usually, I wouldn't wouldn't be opposed to the idea of being stuck in a labia for an extended period of time, but not when I'm trying to stab it and whilst trapped in it, still somehow missing. I think you had it out for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah,
wrapping it around the side.
Gonad's fine. Gonad's fine, but I'm still fucking pissed off with you.
It's been like 4 weeks, man. Get over it.
I'm just like, all I'm hearing is Tom Hiddleston in my head going, "I've been fornicating for 40 minutes."
I'm gonna go over to Karma. Well, the kobold, and see if it's Karma. Because that's the entire reason I'm in here in the first place.
The cursory glance, when you get closer, it is easy to see. Easy to identify that it is in fact Karma, the kobold, that led you in here. That you bound in several places like Gollum and didn't allow him to rest. He managed to get out of his bounds and escape while you all rested.
Can I check his little weird dead pockets?
You can. You find
weird dead pockets.
Bless his little pockets.
You find a number of ball bearings. That are very...
Was he stealing my ball bearings?
You can check yours. Music's a little loud. Nice one.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my ball bearings and see if he was nicking from me.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You check your balls.
It did seem a little light. He did manage to successfully pilfer some of your equipment. Potentially for whatever reason, it's now no longer able to. You're no longer able to ascertain.
That reminds me. Does he have anything else on his person? For example, any of Wacker's money or any of the shit that he lost?
No. The Wacker's money pouch from 3 months ago is still. It's 3 months gone now. I know where it is, but it's not on this kobold.
Blackjack and hookers.
But yeah, it's not on Karma's person, unfortunately. You managed to you stripped him of his possessions when you bound him. It wouldn't have made a lot of sense to have kept him with a short sword.
Yeah, no, of course we did.
A sling while you were binding him.
If the plan was to piss me off.
It's been a few weeks, man. I've forgotten a lot of things.
I mean, you were.
Gonad, is that all? Is that Karma? Is that our friend?
I think so. He's a bit damp. You check, and I'll just pick him up and just hoof him onto the shore.
Sure, yeah. His lifeless, very small, very lean kobold body is pretty easy to throw around like a meaty boomerang.
Does it go back?
Good.
Bits of it
the
goes
one
back.
guide we had.
I'll just have a look over it. Is it definitely him, yeah?
Oh yeah, 100%. That hole in the foot is unmistakable.
Little shit, I wanted to kill him. I'll give it a kick.
It wheezes lifelessly. As you guys adjust to
Did it fart? I wanted it to have farted.
As you guys adjust to the rest of your surroundings, it becomes obvious that the cavern again shrinks down to a smaller tunnel. The areas around are adorned by like wet stalactites and stuff. Just reveal a bit for you guys, just so you can kind of see. Oh, there's another body.
I was just about to say.
Never mind. See, I'm already retconning my maps, but it's a good thing that you guys can't see it. However,
I'm going to investigate this tunnel.
The tunnel ends up becoming smaller and more sort of winding and less, let's say, more hastily constructed. Almost as if you're getting perhaps closer. It winds and corkscrews round and down and changes directions and rotates and sinks further into the earth a little bit. There are no further offshoots to the tunnels. However, the consistent mechanical thumping you guys have been hearing getting gradually louder as you've gotten closer to the fort.
I know, it's thrumping.
Thrumping.
It's kind of down.
Thrumping, thrumper.
Thrumping is actually an ancient Phallian word.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's like when a throbbing just gets a really percussive element to it.
Yeah. A good meaty clap. So yeah, you get closer, and the sound becomes not necessarily deafening, but like almost like it's almost difficult to hold a quiet conversation between each other when you're pretty close to each other. For the purposes of basically until I say otherwise, stealth checks are at advantage. Perception checks that involve listening are at disadvantage. Okay.
Okay.
Still
Yeah.
running out.
Let's stealth.
Let me sort that out. Sorry, guys. There we are. I've turned it significantly down now. Hopefully that's fine. If not, I'll just fucking turn it off. So, as you guys make your way further down, a series of twists and turns manage to lead you to a dead end.
Ooh, there's... Oh. I was really excited about a new map.
Dead end.
You guys are at the bottom of this map here. I'm going to switch to the map screen. You guys need to drag yourselves in any old way you want. Or do I
No,
need
this
to-
always goes well.
Yeah, I've not figured it out yet.
Yeah.
I keep bollocksing it up. Every time I try to fix it, I just make it worse. So I'm just stop trying to fix it.
Also, for the sake
Oh, I
of
just made it worse.
saying it, I did retrieve my hand axe from one of those foofs.
Yep. Well remembered. I did have a note of that, and I was going to call you on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't believe I threw any of my daggers because I was
Yeah,
just failing left, right, and
you
centre.
were right next to it. You were just kind of fucked. So let's see. I need to look at the right screen. So when you guys approach the dead end, you can see there's a series of sort of masonry and slabs and rock and like fashioned wood all stacked haphazardly towards the ceiling. You can see that parts of what is obviously construction start to poke out from certain areas. You suspect this might be where the start of this escape tunnel may have been. Towards the base, there is a flap of canvas. Flap of canvas. Or
Just one singular canvas flap.
singular flap.
Can I very quietly go and just slightly push the flap out of the way to see what's
Sure,
inside?
yeah. You inspect that flap as carefully and wonderfully as you want. As you lift it up to have a look, you can see that there's a crawl space underneath, where like a really rudimentary sort of scaffolding has been erected. It goes on for about 10 to 15 feet, like sort of eastwards before coming to a stop at an obviously loose stone slab that's kind of leaning up against it on the other side. You suspect that you'll be able to, each of you, crawl through one at a time. This is quite tough.
By all means, Gonad, after you.
To be fair, I suppose my character is the slimmest, isn't it? Right. Yes.
Rude.
He's a svelte elf.
Yeah, I
that's
mean-
done nothing but run for the past 15 years.
I mean, Waka's going to be the one that's going to suffer the most trying to get through there, but it's...
yeah, that's fine. We'll leave him at the back because that way, if he gets stuck and pegged, we're already way ahead of him.
Okay. Well,
His size might not fit through the hole.
What are you doing, excavation?
sort of,
What are you doing, step goblin?
stuck in the oven somewhere. Yeah, cool. Yeah, if you wanna make your way forward, you can.
Yeah, let's just go.
Are you? You said you were attempting to do this stealthily, right? So would you like to roll a stealth check
Yes.
with advantage?
Oh, if you insist.
Well, the thumper is thrumping. That's sleight of hand, but I believe it's a similar check. So you rolled a 17
Yeah, so it's just.
with fuckloads
Yeah,
of
so it's
rogue game unbalancing. So you're fine.
Yeah, so it's 20. It's 22. It's 22 on stealth.
Excellent.
Oh, every time.
Every time.
I don't know about you, but my stealth is 22.
See, guys, we're a metal band. We listen to lots of Taylor Swift. We're not even sorry.
I fucking love Taylor Swift.
Fucking love Taylor Swift. We're not here to restore a metal cred. We're here for geek cred. Everyone's gonna know we're not
What are you
really
doing,
party metal
Taylor
bands. What's
Swift?
going on? Right, cool. Well, that's pretty decent. What is that? The order you guys are going in, I assume, thus far.
Yeah.
Waka, you're taking up the rear, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very bitch. Okay.
Here he is.
Brilliant. So
Very
Waka,
bitch.
you go prone and start sort of crawling your way through like Bishop in Alien, you know, and you manage to make the 15 feet away. As you're sort of crawling through, the constant thumping in the distance begins to dislodge bits of dust, and you clench briefly as like trickles of dust come falling down in front of your face. However, it doesn't cause you to sneeze. Luckily. Cool. I'm gonna move you over here. So you're still prone. You get to the front slab. How do you wish to proceed? You want to sort of slide it inside?
Did you say slab?
Yeah, it's like a rock slab that's kind of leaning up against it, really kind of loosely.
Can I peek behind the slab?
Can you peek behind it? Yeah, absolutely.
What's the hold up?
Because I don't want to move it out of the way. I just want to like
Sure, yeah.
see what's going on, you know.
You can see a bit of a room extending to the north and south of the slab. It's damp. There is debris that's decorating the floor, essentially. On the north side, you can see a decrepit bookshelf.
Is there any light in the room?
There is not.
Okay. Ball bearing.
Barbarian
Pew!
pings off around the corner, rolls around, seems to settle in one of the loose little crevices.
Do I hear anything other than the ball bearing?
Perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, piss off.
That's the trade-off, man. You know, you can be stealthy, but yeah, you don't notice anything untoward. Maybe the occasional dripping of water, but the thumping does seem to be significantly closer than it was. Now that you're out of the tunnel. It's not deafening by any stretch of imagination, but it is noticeably audible.
I'm gonna turn around and just with my finger to my lips and just hold my hand out to hopefully make everyone realise to be quiet and to stay the fuck where they are. I'm gonna try and push the slab out of the way as sort of stealthily as I can and just creep out into the room back against the wall and see if I can see anything.
Sure, yeah. It grinds across the ground with like that sort of hollow stone kind of sound that you get. It's like when you're moving.
Yeah, I thought so.
But it's not super loud. It kind of just scrapes, leaves a little bit of a mark on the floor. As you sort of back up against the wall, if you want to move yourself 1 square south, I'll reveal the rest of the room for you.
1 square south.
Put your back against the wall there, as you said. So you can see the rest of the debris extends out a significant portion of the room. On the west and east walls, there are decrepit, mouldy bookshelves, majority of which seem to have succumbed to water damage in the damp. A stone door stands closed in the north wall. Cracks in the floor are heavy, and the sweet smell of rot betray an air of neglect and disuse. The southwest corner, however, is limned with thick webs. Can you make a perception check, please?
Ian, can I also do a check to see if I understood what he meant when he put his finger to his lips and told me to stay back?
Sure, roll an insight check.
Because I probably didn't.
That is a 17. That is a 17 on perception.
Oh,
19 on insight. Yeah, you absolutely understood his intent and what he was
stay where I
intending to convey. With a 17, you notice a trickle of movement vibrating up the web in the southwest. It extends towards the northern corner.
Okay.
Bear with me. In the northwest corner, you see a large spider sits motionless atop the bookcase. Its eyes peering at you in the darkness. There's a small, limp kobold body that hangs in its front limbs.
Okay, I'm gonna quietly beckon, like, just through the gap that I've just come through, just like.
I'm just gonna
for everyone to come through.
Just gonna put it on the map. Bear in mind, the rest of you won't have seen this until we're going to point it out. So for the stream's benefit.
Fucking hell!
Let me.
It's a big one.
It's a big spider.
Yeah, that's a chunker.
That's a big one.
Isn't it?
Wow. Does my 19 insight extend to knowing what he's beckoning? I assume it does.
If he's pointing at it, yeah, it's pretty easy to see because you've all got that vision.
I'll crawl out.
But you crawl out. It doesn't seem to move. Doesn't seem to be agitated. You can see the front sort of the front limbs sort of twisting and turning this kobold body, and it seems to be gnawing away. But its eyes are kind of fixed and darting in loads of different directions.
Can I hold my hands up with no weapons in them, just to show that I don't pose a threat?
Sure, yeah. There's no reaction. Bare Essentials, apologies for the lack of sound alerts if you didn't hear it. I've unclicked something somewhere, I think. But I will deal with it for future streams, I promise. But bear with us for today, I apologise.
For the sake of now, there you go.
There you go. You get a nice bespoke ripper from the band. How about that?
I wish I had one ready.
Me too, but as we explained earlier with our vague dysentery, like we're all going to just shit all over our microphones, and we don't want
It's
that.
one of those, like, I feel like I've got one ready.
Mandibles.
But I know for a fact that if I tried, it would have a chunky little friend. So
They're mandibles. Thank you, TNP. That's exactly the word I was looking for and failing to find. Yeah, sorry. Back into the room. There is no noticeable reaction from the spider currently. The book's kind of mottled and damp, seem to be very much ignored by whoever is currently occupying this form.
Right.
Hey, throw some magic at it.
Of course you. Douche, yeah, Douche is just going to come a little bit forward, like very good. See what? And like, oh, that's a remarkably big load of nope. I vote we don't go anywhere near that thing, and for once, could we keep the blinding stupidity to a fucking minimum?
It's at this point you realise, Douche, at the end of your sentence, there's only one door, and it's in the northern part of the.
Yes, Douche, I don't want to be the man to tell you this, but we have one route out of here, and it's past Big Bertha over there.
Who is seemingly taking care of lunch right now. I vote we go to the far end and try and sneak past.
Someone tell me what it is, I can't see anything.
Big spider. Yeah. Big fuck off spider.
Waka's got.
I like that he even
bellowed.
Sounds like he's stuck in a tunnel.
Yeah, Waka's like muffled bellowing from around your sphincter, Douche. You seem to dampen it somewhat, and luckily the spider does seem to twitch a little at the raised voice, but it doesn't seem to move any further.
I'm going to make for the door. I'm just going to go.
Okay. You sort of really, you kind of like, are you making a dash for it, like a bolt for it, or are you kind of like sidling around?
I'm walking very quickly but quietly. Okay. You know, like a really awkward shuffle.
Sure.
I'm gonna go Die Hard.
You're gonna throw yourself off the top of a building.
No. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like sort of take a couple of daggers out the back, because I've got like 5 or something, and just move them to a couple of scabbards a bit further up my back, and just walk past the spider with my hands sort of raised like that, but ready to.
Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah. So you're essentially holding action.
I'm John McClane with a gun strapped to my back right now.
Okay.
I'm holding an action to throw 2 daggers.
Sure. Yeah.
Can I hold a ray of frost if it moves towards me?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Can I hold a poop?
I don't know. Can you?
Unleash the poop.
I don't know, man. I've been having some difficulty with that. I don't think it's fair that you get all the ability.
I'm going to follow these two, but on the mouldering bookshelves, could I be keeping? Because we've already established I know what like Fey tech and everything like is,
Sure, yeah.
or at least I can pick it out. Can I just like be glancing at some of the titles as I pass, just to see if anything? Could I do a perception check on that?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Investigation. Ace.
9. Okay. Roll me a d8, please.
D8.
Yes.
Right.
That's for which leg is about to slap you in the face.
You happen to pass a metallic bound book decorated with some filigree. You realise that some of the tomes have fared better in the damp as a result of them not being bound in leather or cloth. The book that you see is Holes in How to Dig Them by the author Marlon Lothario Sr.
Just gonna go. Of course there is. Of course there fucking is.
just continue. Douche, don't know what you're thinking. We need to go.
At this point,
Stop reading books and follow me.
yeah, Vass. At this point, you've almost made it to where the door is. You can see that the door is
Almost.
is a large stone, large heavy kind of stone door. It's got like an iron ring handle that you can kind of pull and push with it simultaneously should you wish. You suspect the hinges
Can I
are.
try and use my mage hand to do it? See if that works.
Yeah, sure. You managed to grab the handle, but the door is too heavy to be pushed by 5 pounds of pressure.
Bastards. Okay.
Yeah, the spider's sort of eyeing you curiously, but doesn't seem to move.
So as Douche makes his way across the room as well,
Yep.
I'm going to sort of use him as a human shield, where keeping between me and the spider.
Sure, yeah. You crawl out and stand up, and the largest of the rest of you, you make the biggest figure, the heroic figure, despite using one of the fleshiest members of your party as a shield. Very, very noble, very, very, very heroic. Vast, you manage to get to the door, and you're able to begin the process of opening it, should you wish.
Yes.
Okay. It's almost as if it relatively seamless once you've made contact with it. While you think it's probably still too heavy for mage hand, it definitely has good structural foundation to it, and it opens relatively easily when using the handle properly. It reveals part of a short corridor. Let me just show that for the stream. That leads off to the west.
Okay, I'm gonna get through the door, and hopefully everyone else will.
Sure, yeah.
Yep. Gonna continue making my way up, just like shuffling my ass just to try and throw Whacker off from using me as a shield.
The thing is, I'm holding onto your arse, so I'm like this.
The spider does not seem to react at all. Vast, as you kind of begin to take stock of the rest of the room, and you see that this main chamber that you've walked into is well lit in comparison to the darkness that you find yourself surrounded by. Extends very far to the west. You can make out recesses that are probably doors in the south. The rest of you, you making your way out of the room?
Oh yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to this corner
behind Douche as well,
and sort of flatten against that corner.
It's pronounced douche.
Whatever, Douche.
So for everyone's benefit, this is our first proper dungeon crawl we've done in this campaign. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see how the guys react. So you all make your way into the corridor, yeah? Yeah, the spider does not react.
Once we are through, does the door seem like it opens both ways, or will it close fairly easily?
You can close it pretty easily. Yeah, it does open both ways. It has a ring handle on each way, but you suspect that spiders don't know how to use doors.
I'm just gonna very gently just.
You've been surprised in the
push
past,
that.
don't be wrong, but you make the assumption considering.
I have been burnt by an open door before.
Yeah, doors are truly the biggest nemesis of any D&D campaign. So Gonad, you're pushed straight against the wall and you're kind of peeking round.
Yeah, because that looks like a corner to me.
It does look like a corner because it is.
Isn't it what your elf eyes see?
But I'm trying to be stealthy. So I'm gonna peek around the corner and just see if there's anything of note.
Sure, yeah. It's a large hallway. A sentinel chamber. It seems to be adorned by large pillars. A series of doors head off to the north, the south, east, and the west. A number of statues and adorn the main door to the north. One is notably a dwarf, and one is notably a pair of hobgoblins seem to be leaning up against the statues, kind of holding some sort of conversation, though it appears to be in a language that you don't understand.
That was going to be my next question, alongside how long is an action held for?
Well, I mean, if it's magic, you lose your spell slot after 6 seconds. If it's like a weapon attack, it's kind of a little bit more lenient, because you can still attack whenever, right? I'm
going to go ahead and say I'm still holding those actions.
Sure, okay. Yeah, you notice from your distance while you're holding this action, that they both seem to have vicious, blackened longsword blades, and also seem to have notable horns attached to their, slung from their side, dangling.
We can take them.
Let me show the room for the benefit of the stream.
No, we can't.
Okay.
You always say that.
I'm gonna be a bit of a maverick renegade here.
Oh, who's got mic issues?
I'm gonna see. I think it may possibly be Ross. His mic is cracking up a lot for me.
Is it still, man?
It's just a bit sort of flubby, you know? I think you might be a bit far away from it.
Yeah.
See if
I'm
you
moving like this far away. It's like just off camera here.
You're also sat like on the other side of the room.
Perspective.
Not to worry.
Far away.
So here you're a racist now, Father.
It's not the other side of the room.
I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna turn around to the group and say, just something like, did anybody notice anything in particular about any of the shelves in that previous room?
They seem to have a great enthusiasm for digging holes.
Did any of them look like they could be moved?
No idea.
Pass the note, bastard, and try. You are more than welcome.
Yeah, the room was quite damp. Some of the wood was warped and mottled, as were a lot of the books. Not to say that you can't use water-damaged wood for various things, but it really depends on what you're thinking about.
I suppose what I'm saying is, do any of the bookshelves, to my knowledge, can I recall if any of the bookshelves look like there could be a hidden passage behind them?
He's trying to Scooby-Doo this shit.
You didn't spend the time to have a look.
I am indeed trying to Scooby-Doo this shit.
Though you could absolutely go back and have a look if you want and get close to that spider.
Can I just do that by peeking through the door?
Nope. You have to get up close and personal. That's how it works.
Right, in that case, I'm about to be very chaotic and very stupid.
He said it.
The name of the channel.
I'm gonna, because they've not noticed me yet, I'm gonna be incredibly stealthy and go and hide behind this thing. Is that like a well or a pillar of some sort?
These are pillars that are holding it up. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get flush behind this side of this pillar.
Sure, roll stealth to advantage.
Fuck me, Gil.
We don't even know Gil. Okay, cool.
I've heard he's fabulous.
His work is good though. Yeah, the conversation doesn't drop a beat.
I'm gonna follow him.
No, okay.
You moving or what?
Yeah, so I am behind this pillar, sort of about,
Sure.
say about here.
For those of you that aren't so familiar with Roll20, if you hold Alt, you can move into like half spaces. Some of the sides of walls and stuff can be a bit finicky.
So I'm about there then. They can have one dagger each.
Unfortunately, you can only hold one attack, though. It's only one action.
Oh, well. In that case, which one looks bigger?
There is a male and a female. They're both of approximate equal size. They're easily halfway between 6 and 7 feet.
You can only hold one action, but if he's actually attacking them, isn't that just
an
action?
if he's actually just straight up attacking them, you can absolutely try that.
Yeah, that's my thinking, because obviously I've got 2-weapon fighting, so if I'm just straight up... I'm not just going to walk up to them and give them a dagger. No, I'm literally holding an action to attack, so I'm going to be using both daggers.
Sure, okay. What's the range on daggers? Is it 20-60?
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Let me just check. Okay.
With your stealth as good as that, you can absolutely still get closer, should you wish, if you're clever enough.
Yeah, in that case, I'm gonna keep around the sort of general area that I'm in, and just like a shadow in the night, just.
Yep. Yeah, it works absolutely flawlessly. You get closer. You can hear the intonation in the voice a little closer. Though unfortunately, you're still not able to make out the words. You don't speak God.
Okay, well, I'm 5 feet away from being able to make this work.
The rest of you, what are you doing while he's doing this?
I'm just going to stay behind this pillar, but maybe sort of work around a little bit, just to.
I'm just going to come to the corner.
Yeah. So
I like the heavy armor at the back as always, and the frontline sorcerer. Love it.
Right.
Excellent.
So I can, in theory, hear me out here.
Mm-hmm.
From where I am, get in range of both of them. I could effectively jump out and surprise them.
Sure, yeah, they've not seen you yet. So you think.
Okay, so I need to be... fuck me.
You,
I need to be about there.
If you hold shift, your range will stay up, your ruler will stay up. So you know exactly where you're going.
No, that's fine, I'm looking at there. Right, so from where I am, I'm going to go around the back of this pillar and sort of like one of those like action movie like barrel rolls, so that I'm right in the middle of both of them and I can just loose a dagger at each of them. You know in that bit in Tropic Thunder where he goes, "I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker!"
Yep, I know exactly what you're doing.
Fucking AKs. Yeah.
Excellent, yeah.
I'm doing that, and then just a dagger each.
Sure, yeah. Roll 2 attacks with advantage as an unseen attacker. You get to choose which one you have the sneak attack on, pending the results.
Oh, I get advantage on both of them because neither of them have taken a turn in combat yet.
But you only get sneak attack once per round.
I will take sneak attack on this one has a bow.
They both have long swords. It's just the picture. They've got long swords and shields.
Okay. In that case, dealer's choice. Okay. Which one do you want to have the sneak attack?
Which one's the first one then?
Okay, so I'm right-handed, so I'm going to go with right hand first, then left hand.
I would say that the sneakiest of them would be the second.
Also,
the first one, sorry.
Ian.
Yep.
These are both critical hits.
Are they? Because you're an assassin? Oh yeah, auto crits.
Because I'm an assassin.
Yeah. Auto crits fine, but you only get sneak attack on one of them, so fair enough. Roll your damage then.
Okay, so that is 8 piercing damage with 9 sneak attack, so that's 17 total for the one on the right.
You get to double your sneak attack.
Oh my god.
Everything that's rolled gets doubled on a critical. So,
alright, so that's 18.
22. 22.
Yes.
Nice.
No, it's 8 and 18, so it's 26.
26. Alright, well, your
Great
first.
maths there, guys. Well done.
We're really qualified to be playing D&D.
Yeah, it's stats based game.
Beautiful. So yeah, your first dagger goes sailing straight through the jugular mid-word of the hobgoblin on the right, and you just like completely tear out his larynx. You see the bubble of what the word may have been, just kind of pop and sort of dribble down the side of him as his body collapses to the ground immediately. What's the second damage?
So that is 6, so that is 12 damage to the one on the left.
Technically, you only double your roll, so it's you rolled a 3 plus 3, so it's 9 damage.
Oh right, so it's 9 damage. Sorry.
So your dagger sails through, hitting her in the chest. She staggers briefly, reacts. Shing! Time to roll initiative, guys.
Oh yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
This is gonna be short.
Oh god. Oh, how embarrassing.
Here, I'll add you in, bud. There's a turn there. Beat you up.
I did the exact same thing.
And dickhead going out over here. What have you got? 16. Okay.
I've got 16.
Pretty strong. Pretty strong. Let's see what Lady Hobgoblin gets.
Lady Hobgoblin has 42 for her initiative.
42. That's not gonna fucking do anything. All right, this fight is already over.
Oh shit.
In your favor. You guys will be glad to know that I changed on my dice this time, just to make sure that whatever one is I'm using is suffering from severe neglect issues, so it will treat me badly. For the stream's benefit, let's move this over here. I'm not going to bother with any battle music quite yet because I think it's not going to matter. So, Gonad, start of this next turn, what would you like to do? Because I have a sneaking suspicion your assassin stuff still works because they've not taken a turn yet.
She's not taken a turn yet, so I still get advantage on both attacks.
Yep, you've used 2 of your fucking hundreds of daggers.
So I'm gonna run up with another. One dagger and my short sword.
Okay. So you Naruto your way towards her and sort of take your stuff out.
I'm gonna go for a dagger in the gut and a sword through the chin. Okay. So straight up through the back of the head.
So which one would you like your sneak attack damage applied to? Well, it depends on which hits first, I guess. So, you're not surprised. So I don't believe you get. Do you get advantage?
No, well,
but you do.
I get advantage because they've not taken a turn yet.
Is that how the assassin stuff works? Fair enough.
Yeah, so it's you have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet.
Wonderbra. All right, roll both attacks at advantage then.
Fucking love being a rogue.
You are extremely OP for a fucking level 3 character.
You guys are level 3. I thought you were level 4. I hope you're level 4.
No, we're still very much level 3.
Oh shit, okay.
You can go to level 4 in the break if you like.
Why have you just put some fucking really hard characters enemies?
No, I've just been balancing for level 4. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. So yeah, your dagger goes in first, aiming towards her gut. Her short sword, long sword, just sort of bats it away. Here, the sound of steel on steel echoes throughout the hallway. However, you catch her off guard, and your short sword just dives straight into the base of her skull. Roll some damage.
So that is 10 total.
Yeah, there's barely any resistance. Hot brain and blood just falls down around the hilt before she even gets the chance to utter a sentence. Combat's over, guys.
While I've still got, hang on, just while I've still got a head on the sword, I'm just Gently kiss the forehead, take the sword out, and let the body slump.
Sure, yeah. You see like the last pangs of anger in what little cognition she has left as her brain turns to paste. But yeah, that happens.
I turn to
Collect my daggers.
Collect your daggers. There are two.
I turn to Duche and say, "Oh, he appears to have killed them."
And then I'm just going to turn around to the rest of the group and just go like this.
Beautiful.
Just gonna mutter under my breath. You still fell asleep on duty, you bastard.
Never forgive him for that.
No, never.
Excellent. So, yeah. How do you proceed? There are doors to two doors to the south that you haven't seen through. There's a large door to the north, a smaller door to the east, and a smaller door to the west.
I would like to sneak to this door
here?
and take a. I want to just like take a peep around the corner.
I've already stood out into the. Is it a closed door?
They're all closed doors, yeah.
All right. Okay.
So you're peeking through the southern one, are you, gentlemen?
Yeah, just gonna.
I'm gonna make up for my slight cowardice hiding behind douche by standing ready for anything to come out the door.
That's fine. So how are you approaching this then? Excuse me. Are you just kind of opening the door and having a look, or are you sort of busting it open, or what's your plan of attack?
While they're doing this, I'm just going to rifle through these guys' pockets.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
Some stuff.
You find the long swords that are kind of black, sort of smoky, and they have like these horrible jagged cuts across the back of it. Very similar to,
particularly,
if I'm not mistaken, 16th century Italian longswords, because they have them. They're like Phallia.
any particularly interesting features about them, or are they
Other
just
the fact
like...
that they're black and steel, no, not particularly. From what you understand of black and steel, it's just a way that they smell. It just comes out looking differently. It looks intimidating, doesn't really do a great deal else. They are
cool.
fairly well made longswords.
Oh well, yeah, I'll just
Excellent.
stab myself in the spine. No, I'll just sheath them on my back.
Cool, yeah, you're just going to be a walking armory by the end of this.
That's the plandango.
Man, I hope someone's put a bag of holding somewhere for you, otherwise you're fucked.
Yeah, I'm getting close to my encumbrance
Yes,
limit.
you are.
I'm very close.
Excellent. So, the non-looting members of the party, what are you guys doing?
I think we're just pushing open this door and just very gingerly sort of having a look at what's on the other side.
Okay, so are you like opening it like a crack and then peeking through, or are you just like opening it fully?
I'm just gonna do the door.
Waka just opens the door.
Well, he said it now.
Excellent.
I said it. It's happening.
It's fucking canon now.
There's a large stone statue of some sort of dwarf lord set occupying the majority of the southern face of this wall. There is a almost like a helical kind of situation with the staircase. One of them is going up, one is going down. The dwarf statue on the south wall is very defaced. There's lots of bits that have been scratched off of it. The nameplate at the bottom is completely illegible. It's also in Dwarven, but you guys don't know that. Or at least you do know it's in Dwarven, you just can't read it. You can see that there's like a large hollowed out bucket on top of him, on top of his head, and like various bits of fruit are being like stuck to his face, giving him like the impression of like a really stupid Wario dwarf. But that's what it is.
It's fine, guys. The room's clear, guys. It's fine.
Okay, lovely stuff. First time down.
I hear that because I was busy trying to make myself look like Deadpool.
What did you hear? Sorry.
Did I hear what Waka said? Because I was busy getting myself out with the swords on my back and daggers everywhere, looking like some kind of 18th century Deadpool.
Sure, if he turns around and had said it to the rest of the guys, then yeah, absolutely, you would have heard it across this large echoey chamber. Despite the din...
For the sake of it, we'll say I did.
Perhaps maybe Waka, you don't speak so loudly. The such an echoey chamber whilst we're trying to be stealthy.
I will just turn to Vast as he says that, and that, from you? Really? Really?
Yes.
I'm going to turn you up on Discord, Ross, because I'm still not getting you a lot.
Any better?
I think it's just when other people are talking, you tend to get a little drowned out. But
It's about normal.
He's not wrong.
Right, that might be better. Do let us know, chat, if there's any continuing issues. Also, thank you all for joining us. This is really, really cool. I really appreciate you guys popping in this Sunday evening. Right, this is good of you. So, gentlemen, yeah, there is a set of staircases that kind of corkscrewing up and down from where you are, as well as a tall dwarven statue.
Is there anything under the staircases? For example, a small room with a typewriter in, because that's where they always are.
Unfortunately not. There's only a big, horrible Mr. X running around in there. He's going to chase you for the rest of your living life. No, they're
Dungeons and Dragons make them go now. A happy boy.
the cavities that would potentially be beneath the stairs are filled in with solid rock. They are flush. The construction the construction at this point is noticeably dwarven.
What I don't like about the situation is obviously I play a lot of RPGs, so I want to explore everywhere. I'm
Yeah.
like, look at all these other doors.
Yeah, that's.
I really want to go back into the room with the spider and hope that there's some kind of Scooby-Doo door, but I also don't want to go back in the room with the spider because there's a big fucking spider in there.
And you know they're only going to have so long with the kobold's body. You know.
In the spirit of fatalism, I'm going to make my way over to the this door over here,
Make my way.
and
Okay.
and then I'm gonna has it got a ring pull on it?
Yeah,
like
they all
door?
do. Yeah.
Right, okay. I'm gonna keep like a vice grip on the ring pull.
Okay.
And just open the door and see what I see, but ready to like snap back if I need to.
Yeah. It's, nice to see you, Mr. Experience, with your lovely name puns, as always. Aldor over here. So, you open up the door and have a look. So you kind of just like pushing it open dead quick and then having a look and then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just prepped to back the fuck up.
Sure. Yeah. You open the door and reveal a small storeroom. There is a crate in the center of the room with a pair of goblin legs kicking out of it. Almost like, well, as he's dived half in, just his feet are going. They're noticeably goblin. And you hear little cries of frustration as bits of fruit are being flung out periodically.
I'm going to ready my bow just in case.
You say you're closing the door again, yeah?
I was getting ready to, but it's a goblin, yeah.
You are.
Is there any other yeah? I'm just gonna. Oh, how will this bite us in the ass if I don't? I think I'm gonna try and kill the goblin.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He's as you kind of step into the room, the legs kind of hear like a lovely sort of yeah, and the body kind of hops out, still facing the south wall, and you see that he's got this darkened brackish glass of in a sort of like a bottle, and he just and he's dancing happily, drinking away at this liquid. Roll stealth checks.
Okay, yeah, sure.
We're still at advantage because of the sound of the trumpet.
You are, yeah.
Oh damn!
Okay. You guys want to know the good news or the bad news?
Let's go good news first. I like
As long as it's not like you...
Good news.
News, everyone!
News, everyone. I've forgotten everything I need to do.
The good news is that I rolled a 2. The bad news is that I also rolled a 20. The even better news is that he's at disadvantage for any perception checks involving listening because he's happily screeching and giggling away.
Fucking arsehole.
So with a 10, you're able to satisfactorily not draw his attention.
The way you deliver news is like saying, go into a doctor and it's like,
it's cancer
is what could have happened, but it's not.
Yep. I am an awful person. So,
this wonderful thing has happened, but it's turned out to be decidedly average.
So the goblin has kicked out and is plugging away happily. The two of you are very much actively sneaking up, and you don't seem to have drawn attention.
Okay, and I'm just gonna go out to behind then, rape her out. I'm just gonna go nape her the neck.
Yep. Roll an attack with advantage.
Okay. Oh, let me do the thing. Oh, that's weird. It's not letting me do the thing.
Yeah, the suspense.
No, when I go on an attack, it's not letting me roll the. Let me just refresh D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it might be. You may need to parse the page. So, click on features and traits, and it should pop up with a little note. As I know, there's been a couple of updates in the interim. It doesn't seem to have broken Beyond 20, which is the Flash plugin, the Chrome plugin that we use to bridge the two websites. They've been updating it. Sometimes it breaks it. So, but it's been good recently.
Features and traits, yeah, it's not.
No, okay, well.
Done much.
What's your
outside of that? Yeah, I was going to just say it's a hit DC +5.
Okay, you've got the macros, right?
Yeah, which it'll be just a D20, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
For the attack.
Like you need to roll 2 as well.
5.
Yeah, because you're at advantage.
Oh right. So
I haven't set up advantage buttons on this yet.
Yeah, submit.
33. Fuck.
I know, right?
Okay, cool.
Let's just say that's a
19.
It's a 21.
21.
Yeah.
21
It's a 21.
So, yeah, definitely a hit on a goblin. Roll some damage. I believe your rapier will be 1d8, probably +5 again.
It's +3.
+3.
I'm not very muscly.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You guys are making easy work of this dungeon. I'm very happy. Yeah. You stab right through the nape of the neck. You hear a satisfying cling and a disappointing smash as the bottle that was at the front of his face gets also smashed with the ferocity of your strike. And the body just crumples. However, you reveal that the barrel that he was in does seem to have another few more bottles of this brackish liquid.
Okay then.
I'll just... Wait, is that the first time you've killed something yet?
Actually,
might be.
I think it is. That's your first ever kill in this
on the 11th episode.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah,
Johnny Big Bollocks over here. I'm gonna reach down and just get some of the bottles. I'm just gonna take like a cautionary sip out of one.
Yeah, it's bitter, but strong and definitely alcohol.
Yeah.
Are we talking gut rot download?
Absolutely. Although we don't talk about download here, we're on the Bloodstock stream. Because you've got 5 liters of gut rot prepared for this year, as I recall.
Oh no, not gut rot. I'm going a bit higher class this year.
Wow, we've grown up so much.
I know. I've got like gin and everything.
He's taking knob rot this time instead.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
It's all gin.
Then there's a cream for that.
What alcohol are you taking to Bloodstock this year?
It's a good question, chat. What are you guys looking forward to drinking?
Yeah, what are you hitting? So yeah, I'll take that. That'll definitely works.
Make a history or well, just a general intelligence check.
Intelligence. Oh, where are you? Come on. There you are.
I'll tell.
There we go.
No, that's alcohol. Definitely alcohol.
That is.
Yeah, it's gone straight to your head.
It seems to run on some form of fermentation.
Can I open this door?
Where are you, Vast? You're all the way
big,
up there.
heavy
Okay,
door.
cool. Fucking hell. Right. So the party has split. This is where things notoriously go well in Dungeons and Dragons.
Scooby-Doo, like we said.
Yeah. Right. Let's move you up here. Okay, cool. So the doors are perhaps a little hard to immediately open, being substantially larger than the previous ones. However, with a bit of effort, you're able to open it. You find a hallway. It's decorated on the floor. Seems to be there's like tattered parchment and pennants that are hung adorning the walls. There's a series of luminescent torches that seem to also line it. It is very well lit. A number of pillars line the sides too. A similar, very large door is to the north.
Do I recognise the structure of this? Like, what would this be?
Make an intelligence check or a history check.
Let's see which is better. They're both the same. Oh no!
Nope.
We're not feeling very intelligent.
No, we're really not. We're not renowned for our mental prowess, are we? There's no sign of intelligence anywhere. Yeah. So no, you recognise this as a room.
I imagine that Vast has never been in a dwarven structure before.
You tell me, it's your history.
News, everyone.
Good news, it's a room.
How very dark.
The little storeroom that I'm in, I'm just gonna have a little peek around the boxes and various other bits of detritus, and just see if I can find anything worth nabbing.
Sure, yeah. You make an investigation check for me.
Okay, let's have another one or two.
More intelligence. There you go, 16. That's fine. That's above my DC. Yeah, you find a stock of cured meats, fruit, and a number of simple arms, including some daggers, because I know that's what you're after. So yeah, you managed to find some more for that stuff. However, with a 16 investigation, you are able to ascertain that it's recently depleted. You suspect this may have been a bit of a storeroom. With that check, you suspect the host may have depleted some of the arms in this room.
Okay.
Evening, squatter.
Just out of curiosity, how many daggers did you give me?
I gave you an additional 5. And there's a convenient bandolier there that you can stash them all in, because I know that's what you want.
He's only gone and done it.
So while
I'm gonna regret.
while he's digging for daggers, I'm gonna go and investigate this room to the left.
Okay, to the west. To the west. To the west.
West.
That's the was it Rihanna? Was it Beyonce?
To the left. To the left.
See, obviously we're metalheads.
It's one of them. I think.
Goodness.
How many small vials of those that alcohol did I grab, by the way?
They're not small vials. They're 70 cl wine bottles with like chunky, thick arse bottoms.
He's giving you Buckfast.
It's not fucking far off, actually.
Alright, is there at least 3?
There's 4.
Called Bloodfast.
It seems rude not to leave one. I'll take all 4 and just shuffle them into the backpack.
Excellent. Thought you might. Yeah, Waka. So you open the door and you reveal a corridor that rounds a corner towards the north. It's mostly unremarkable, unfortunately, save for something you can't see yet. Because I haven't read my notes properly.
Apart from something I'm not telling you.
Sorry, Waka, what was that?
To stealthily move along the corridor.
Sure, man. Yeah.
Towards
So,
the corner and pay around.
what armor are you wearing? If you're
Heavy chainmail.
chainmail, is it heavy? Do you have a little disadvantage notification on it?
Disadvantage on stealth, yeah.
Luckily, because of the situational factors here, you have the advantage cancel out the disadvantage. So any stealth would be a straight roll. Would you like to roll a stealth, please?
I would like to. There we are.
Excellent. Okay. You proudly stomp and clank. You rustle your chain around and sneeze into it. Thankfully, nothing seems to happen. You do happen to notice a small pile of refuse in the northwestern corner, as well as a further door to the north.
Oh. I need to stealthily move towards that door as well.
Thought you might. Clank, 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 clank. Yep, you reached the door. What would you like to do?
Try and open the door as quietly as possible. Like, literally, just like inch it open.
Sure,
as slowly
roll a
as
stealth
possible.
check. Let's see. So
It can't go weird, can it?
I mean,
Well,
I mean, that's it.
or
It's
that's
still
worse. That's not as worse.
worse than a nat 1.
okay.
No, but it went on the 7 before, and now it's gone on the 4.
Yeah, it's taking your first roll because your disadvantage is cancelled out because stealth
Of
is
course, yeah.
advantage.
Well, whatever, it's still shit. Yeah, so
Okay, yeah.
the room unveils itself towards you. You see a number of goblins sat around a table playing dice. The three of the sort of the southernmost, let's say the northernmost yellow one there, is currently stood up, taking off bits of clothing. And the rest of them are just cackling with laughter.
Nice.
It's Goodbye Horses playing in the background, but
However, as he removes his top, he locks eyes with you and goes, "Ah!" I need you to roll for initiative.
Everyone, or just Waka?
Everyone, I think. Let me pull the turn order back up
Okay.
and clear.
Oh, it's just Wacko. Me and Douche are still in the room at the bottom.
Don't get me wrong. The's going to be
We don't know
perception
what's
checks as to
going on.
to decide whether or not you'll actually be able to hear any of what's going on.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Okay.
So make sure you click your token, Ross.
I've clicked it. Alright. Jeez. Nice.
Yeah.
Not so
See,
nice.
let's see how
My
useful it is.
second nat 20 of the evening there.
Wow, fucking hell.
Yeah, brag about the nat 20s, Russ. That will really help
I
later.
rolled a nat 1 on their initiative, so...
I've rolled 2 nat 20s in situations that really didn't matter.
So unfortunately,
That's how
Roll20
it
is laid
goes.
out a weird way that I can't quite zoom in
Squatter, as
on.
are we all.
Let's see if I can pull this out.
Aw, thanks. Stop it, you.
Alright, excellent. I'm not gonna go and watch them. Fuck Frozen in the Shadows, what a terrible band.
Gonna say, if anything, like I'm looking at the lineup thinking that we're gonna be on at the same time as Therapy, so I'm just gonna go watch Therapy.
Yeah,
Fuck the set.
I'll stand in for you. Fuck it, that couldn't go wrong. It'll be fine. So back to the matter at hand. I believe we're missing Waka. Waka, have you rolled your initiative? You have 18. Okay, let me add you on.
Oh, so I did. Yeah, I did. 18.
And let me sort this out.
Oh,
Descending.
he's on there twice now.
Is he? Oh,
he's
fuck. Who am I missing then?
No, it's
Oh, the
going
goblin.
Nope.
No. What? Oh man, I am terrible
Did
at
you
this.
click the goblin's token before you rolled initiative?
I don't need to. I'm the
Did, and
DM.
then it disappeared again.
Well, you don't need, don't need to. I was the DM.
I'm a wizard, don't you know? Okay, cool. Let's see if I can make this nice of a little bless you.
I'm not blessing him.
Well, I mean, I play lots of clerics.
Tough shit. I've already been blessed up, son.
This is awful. I'm sorry, guys. You're not gonna be able to see a lot of the northernmost wall of action, but it's not gonna matter. Vast, make a perception check, please, with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yep, because it's loud and they were making noise.
Is this where we rolled?
No, wow. 9.
9. You do not hear anything to your west. There you go. That was me thinking. I got it right. You don't hear it.
Well done. However,
Nope.
you're gonna have to take my word for this. I was gonna follow him.
That's fine. I believe you. Because you wouldn't lie to me.
This is
So was I! I'm still face deep in a box looking for something sharp.
Sure, yeah, you found lots of it. Lots of sharp.
I'm gonna.
But now that I've just said that sentence,
dash.
I've heard that sentence coming back out.
There's just a barrel full of Sean Bean memorabilia. Sean Bean. Lots of sharp in there.
A barrel full of bastards.
So, Vass, did you dash to get there, yeah? Or have you? Yeah, you have.
I did, but I still can't. I can't see any goblins or anything, but I can see Waka.
Excellent. Perfect. That's what I like.
Oh, thanks, squad, dude.
Yeah, see you in a bit, man. Cheers for dropping in. Again, thank the rest of you for watching us thus far on Sunday evening. This is great fun. If it goes well, great. If it doesn't go well, great. We might do more later on at some point. We'll see. So let us know what you think. Right, so yeah, Waka. You have locked eyes with some stripping goblins playing dice. What would you like to do?
So I'm going to take it all in with my eyes. Is any other goblins seeing me, like these two that are facing?
The two behind you had begun to turn round as he was like, ah!
Right, okay. What I want to do is throw one of my hand axes at this closest one.
Okay, what's the range on hand axes? Is it 30-60?
It's 20-60, so...
Okay, so if you throw from there, I believe you're going to be at disadvantage to hit the closest one.
I am.
Okay.
Let me just roll that.
8 to hit. Thung. Your hand axe clangs harmlessly into the centre of the table. Had you been doing a surprise round of sorts, that might have come across as really intimidating, but it just seems that if anything, it's almost like you're slightly partially aroused by this somewhat naked goblin, and it's really thrown you off.
Attracted. Like, my eyes were elsewhere. Like, yeah. I was seeing this. I was like,
but I mean,
like you were hearing fucking Dreamweaver and everything, you know.
Gotta admit, trying to throw an axe while sporting a partial isn't going to be the easiest thing in the universe to do.
I mean, it might give you a bit of balance.
Yeah,
you know?
totally. Like the.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You sent to balance to be like completely skewed from what you're expecting there.
Yeah, but he's got chunk works on. His center of balance is much lower than it should be anyway.
That's true. I mean, surely
it's like a tripod. Like when you put a machine
yeah, he kind of just leaned into it.
Surely when I'm throwing something, it should act like a trebuchet, just like...
Yeah,
like
exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Though unfortunately, it counterweighted itself into the center of this table. So, yeah.
Great. Well, now that I'm here, I'm just going to go and hide behind the wall here.
Excellent.
And just waiting for it to come out.
I love it. Very, very noble. Very heroic. I love it.
That's the noblest a man with no pants can get.
Excellent. So is that your... How many stacks around do you have? Is it just the one? Yeah, so
just the one unless I choose to, yes.
Yeah, so you get 2 at level 5, don't you? Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I also get my thingy, don't I? I've got a action surge, but I'm going to leave that.
Yeah, that's cool. Gonad, you are currently balls deep in some Sean Bomb memorabilia down here.
Seeing Pete never get into this, he's going to be bad.
My ass is great. He's got a lot more. You dig?
Just die, but it's fine.
Gonad, what are you up to, buddy?
I don't think I was ready for that. Do I hear a commotion?
Roll perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, you.
No, you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
12. Okay. You hear some things going on, but you can't tell if it's just muffled conversation about Chonk Arkdong again. Could be anything. Although, admittedly, he was loudly clambering with his chainmail. He could just be itching. For those of you that aren't familiar with,
how fast can you go?
yeah, he can go 90.
If I use dash, if I use dash as my action, I get triple my movement.
Yeah, or rogues are fucked, man. They're super OP. Give them like boots of haste, and you're done. There's no getting them unless you're a Tabaxi or an Aarakocra, I believe. Move your 90. That works for me. You just super Naruto running. Right.
Super turn.
From there, I'm going to use my bonus action. Hide against this wall.
Use your bonus action to dash.
Oh, I used my action to dash. That's how I got 3 times my movement.
Your movement's 30. So you got your movement. You got your action, which is 30, and your bonus action to dash is another 30. You move 90.
No, I used my action to dash, not my bonus action. So I can still use my bonus action.
30, and then 30, and then 30. You move 90, bud.
Oh, right. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Footprints in the Custard. Do maths.
To be fair, in my defense, I've never tried dashing more than once. Like.
Yeah, this is why Russ was surprised
calculator.
by the 90 feet there, I think. But yes, you've used your action and your bonus action to do so. Unless you've got something in particular that makes it so that you can that you like if you're hasted and you get an additional action that you can use to dash. But yeah, I don't believe you do because I haven't given you that.
Not from what I can see.
Excellent. Right. So, is there anything else you're doing with your turn?
I'm just gonna pinch Vast on the butt.
That's fine. You can do that as a free action. I'm totally into that. Douche, I believe you are currently just probably whipping goblin brain off your rapier and sloshing away some blood fast.
Some blood fast. I would have been like checking through like some of the baggies and sort of like tarps over here, just see if there's anything I can see. Up until obviously Gonad did a quick dash.
Yeah, sure.
Would I have found anything in the interim time?
There's minor sort of cloth and leather. It's not super refined. It's mostly the shit stuff, unfortunately, in this storeroom.
Oh, okay.
Useful in a pinch, but it's mostly shit.
With that, then, I will just assume with the rogue's current dash, there is something hideously stupid going on.
Yeah, that would not be so the realm's possibility to figure out.
And I will...
Good evening, Dan.
Actually, it's the shift key to do the whole...
so if you right-click, it makes a point, but if you hold shift, it brings it up.
Right, I'm just going to do a dash to about here-ish. I think is about as far as I can get with 60 feet, and then that'll be my turn. Okie
dokie. We get to the goblins. Now, admittedly, they weren't ready for battle. They were having some time to themselves. So they all dash, dive to the sides, and pull out short bows and get them ready to go. Fast.
Okay, what is going on?
I found someone.
Okay.
I'm in there. They're all naked.
Ross, can you get any closer to your microphone, bud?
Is that any better?
That's much better.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Now you can, unfortunately, now you can hear me.
I can turn you down.
News, everyone.
Right, yeah. So Vast.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile, level 1.
Thought you might. You're just like, I don't care if they're hiding behind their beds. As long as I can see them, I don't give a fuck. Which one? Sorry.
Yeah, you're damn right. The yellow one on the west.
So in one of the other games
To-
that me
to
and
the
Russ
west.
play, and I play a Force Missile Mage, and it's just all I do. It's I don't care about your AC. I'm gonna fucking smash it. Yeah.
Oh, that went pretty well.
That did go
I'll
pretty well.
say that.
That goblin is just reduced to paste. The rest of them clamber and
Fire
cry.
my missiles.
Fire the missiles and take a nap.
But I'm tired.
Have a nap and then fire the missiles.
That's my movement and my action.
Beautiful.
And I don't believe I have a bonus action, so I
You've
will
got
stay. Yeah.
sorcery points and stuff, should you wish.
I don't
Beautiful.
wish.
Waka, you've just seen some magic fireworks Jubilee style firing out of Vast's hands. And you hear the familiar sounds of goblins being turned to paste.
My favourite sound. Okay. I'm going to. Because it looks like if they. Can I tell if they've. Obviously, I'll be hiding behind the wall. Can I tell if they've gone to hide or if they're coming towards the door or not?
Make an intelligence check.
Wow.
Notably, this party's strong point. Intelligence 12. You're a soldier. You'd understand some sort of defensive tactics, maybe in favor. Yeah. You suspect you might need to take a little bit of time to survey the situation. Sure.
Okay. I'm going to just run in the room.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And wing another hand at this one on the right.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Roll your attack.
He's now in range, so he gets the full force of my nat one.
Is that what you call it? Full force of a throbbing nat one. Yeah, with the 20, you successfully hit even with partial cover. Yeah, roll some damage. Oh, you have 7 damage. Yeah, it cleaves straight into the goblin's skull. I'm starting to think you guys might be too strong for goblins. But that will change.
Oh no, this is perfect. This is our wheelhouse. We're like a goblin disposal unit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it is a fortress full of goblins. Like it's not going to be not unusual for them to be filled with goblins.
Do you need us to hobble your goblin?
Man, you guys did so well against those hobgoblins. Like you should not be.
What
do you mean? What do you mean, you guys?
Fucking gonad.
I mean, you fucking OP rogue
Gonad
bullshit.
himself.
Beautiful. Right. So, Waka, is there anything else you would like to do on your
Fucking,
turn?
I love being a rogue.
I've got no movement left, and I've done my attack. I've got no axes left anyway, so I can't really do much.
Okay. You can unleash a valorific fart as a free action if you'd like. I will allow it.
I could. Yeah. Let's just say I do that then. But it's directed at Vast.
I don't know if you're going to have enough of an action. Maybe if you use your bonus action, I might let you cup it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Excellent. So, bonus action used. Moving on. Gonad, you are currently in the corner. Vast, you just hit with a waft. Like you stood next to a pile of goblin feces currently, anyway, and then you've just had this orcish kind of vegetation just throwing straight at you, and you're like,
Oh, it's like a wall of warm.
It is.
Sorry, I need a second because you've just given somebody a bonus action to cup a fart.
Sure, why not?
But yeah, remember all I've eaten is wine and cheese as well, so that's going to be...
It's true.
Do I need to do a constitution save?
I mean, do one for flavour. Go for it.
Oh, it does say flavour in this
I
content.
don't want to know them.
Nom.
Oh no.
Tell me what's your flavor?
You wretched. I've never retched before on camera, and I realised my tongue's really wide, and I'm like, what the fuck's that about? Never mind. But yeah, so you don't suffer any particular detriment. Except you have to endure the smell.
Damn.
It's like band practice early.
So, yes.
That was unholy.
Have your.
I'm tempted to use my bonus action to tickle my shaft or something fucking stupid.
I mean, as a rogue, that'd be a serious waste. But like, if you want me to add in bonus action rogue shaft tickles, that's fine. I can totally make that happen. It's custom class,
And your shaft is never a waste.
I'm gonna get to there, and then bonus action hide.
Okay. What are you doing? So roll stealth.
No, you.
No, you.
Got it.
And that's still at advantage because it's loud.
Yes, okay.
And I would assume they're quite distracted with the giant half-naked orc
I mean,
currently
he
in
is
their room.
tripoding his way through and cupping farts at people. Like, yeah, with the 24, you're pretty confident.
No, I don't think it would have mattered.
No, it really wouldn't. They're not the wisest of creatures. Okay, what would you like to do now that you're sufficiently stealthy?
What is this? What is this particular distance saying? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot that one with my bow.
Okay, cool. Do your thing. Roll at advantage. You are considered an unseen attacker.
Oh wow!
So you you miraculously kind of like think, right, okay, they know how tall I am, they saw me running over here, I'm gonna go low. And you go low and you fire through Waka's legs and it sails over the top of the dice table with the axe sort of sitting in it, and it pings off a little bit and lands in the bed in front of the goblin, unfortunately, dealing no damage.
He's scared, right?
No. You missed.
Scared because an arrow has just landed right next to him.
No, you weren't trying to
The
intimidate.
arrow just landed right in front of him. I'd shit myself a little bit.
He's intimidated by this big green fucking tripod running at him.
Yeah, come on.
I'm intimidating retrospect. I'm gonna retrofit an intimidation in there.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no, fair. Bad times.
I mean,
Tim said no.
so yeah, unfortunately, that is not going your way, Gonad.
Respect that.
Meanwhile, on the other side of this floor, Duché, what are you doing?
I will just do the same before. Just use dash. Just let me just see how far.
All right, bars.
Hey, teddy test.
What the fuck are you doing?
Lulu, I got a rape you. Lulu, you got one too.
Right, yeah. So I'm gonna get to about
So you can get to this
in
square
the
here.
corridor a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that'll be
exactly
me done.
right. Beautiful.
Welcome to the party, pal.
That's like the second
need to
Die
move
Hard
my
quote
turn on
we've made tonight. I like a little bit. I'm into it. Okay, cool. That's the end of your turn, Duché. The goblins are going to take some pot shots at Waka as he's running towards them and has severely ruined their dice game. The more naked goblin on the eastern side
Nice game.
rolled a 14. Is that it?
It does not.
Told you, man, you're too strong for goblins. Okay, that one sails harmlessly, thunking against this far wall nearby where you are, Gonad, but like it's on the other side of the wall. You hear like a satisfying thunk, and it drops to the floor with a harmless clatter. The second one rolled a 20.
Good, I'm not alone.
21. Not quite Taylor Swift. Yeah,
Wait, hang on, he was naked. Was his AC not lower? Was his AC not possibly 7?
Well, if anything, it might improve his dexterity being naked.
Yeah.
So, 21. That's a hit, right?
Second one roll 21. That does hit.
Okay, here we go. Now I'm having fun. For a total of
That's true damage.
4 piercing damage as a small arrow hits you in your upper right leg, like Ace Ventura. He's going to use. They're both going to use their bonus actions, and they're going to crawl under the bed and hide.
Okay. They can try.
In space, no one can hear you in space. Okay. You can see the legs of the easternmost one peeking out the side of the bed.
Okay.
I did say east.
West.
Yeah.
Yes.
You did.
So the naked one has his naked legs poking out of his naked bed with the arrow in it. Got it. Anyway, moving on. Vestificus. You watched most of that unfold from the door. That's what those are called.
Door. Are they beds that have gaps under them?
Yeah, absolutely.
I will go prone.
It's a free action. You go prone.
And magic missile. 2 into this one. 1 into this one.
Make a perception check. Just a straight one, because it's not involving listening.
Oh. Perception.
You cannot see the one on the left, even with an 18, unfortunately.
Fucking hell! A rogue! Right, there you go.
Well, I mean, they're goblins. They're basically roguelites anyway. They're diet rogue.
Diet Roga-Cola.
Oh no, they're roguelites. Fucking hell, I already had a better
how-
pun. God damn it. God damn it, Ian.
How clearly can I see this one?
Clearly enough for magic missiles, absolutely.
Yeah, but clearly enough for...
They would have partial cover.
Ray of Frost,
And
perhaps?
because it's a ranged attack, you would be you'd be firing at disadvantage because they're currently basically prone. And so are you.
Sons of bitches. Alright, I'll fucking kill that one then.
Okay, roll 3 missiles. Let's see what happens. He had a glimmer of hope there, a very small glimmer of hope, and all he saw.
And then the 5.
He just saw the as you fire the bolts as you're running prone, they manifest as like small little rats and jut across the floor, circling round and just enter the eyes and just burrow out the back of his skull. He is.
Fucking hell, that was dark.
Yeah.
That escalated quickly.
Kind of. I think I need therapy, guys. Just putting that out
That's
there.
what I rolled.
Latent rage there.
I only did half my movement, so I could stand up again.
You could also crawl at half speed if you want to move 5 foot in any direction. Like Solid Snake your way through the rest of this.
Here. I'm gonna crawl here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna crawl here. Because
Excellent.
Waka's between me and the other one.
Excellent. Waka.
Just a box.
Just a box.
I've seen this one over here, like both of these like dive behind the beds.
Yeah.
There's clearly nowhere else they could have gone, so it's obviously hiding behind the beds.
Yeah, you would ascertain such a thing.
With them trying to hide, would this one be prone?
Generally speaking, yeah.
Okay. So
I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, man. You're like, yes.
I need your party. I'm going to have my own party. So I'm going to run up to here because obviously I know he's been hiding behind the bed, and just take a big old swish with my sword.
Yeah, he's much easier to spot from that side. Yeah, you take out your rhyme and reason, and just it's like tiny goblin, fully clothed. You're not even remotely aroused, but you're getting a lob on at the thought of this big old swing you're about to take at advantage.
Oh yeah, this is doing it for me, maybe.
Also, I would apologise, but I did warn you guys earlier. This is exactly what you'd expect. You get to roll again because they're prone. So roll to see if it's a crit. I'm just saying the 17's pretty convincing for damage.
So we get to roll twice anyway.
Just roll again. Let's see if it's a crit, and we'll take your first damage. It's not a crit. That's fine. Your first one goes through as it would need to. You deal 17 damage to this goblin that has 7 health. How would you like to do this?
So I hit it that hard with the sword, even with the edge, it just explodes.
Sure. Yeah. He's just a goblin-shaped water balloon, and just jelly everywhere. There is just a reddy, gooey kind of patch sprayed up against the side of this. In fact, it's already drawn onto this bed right here. Nice little red goblin blood patch. There's patches of blood everywhere all over this big broken bed. He no longer exists on this plane. He's just gone. He's just gone. Congratulations, gentlemen. So, we are currently an hour and a half into the stream. I think we're doing pretty well, considering that I'm on my
I'm very impressed, Ian.
third or
that you've not
fourth
had to
beer
go
and
for a
I've not
pee
need to
break
pee.
so
So
far.
I'm going to break the
Right.
seal now. Thank you guys for sticking with us. I realize there's like 22 of you in the chat right now. That's really
my
cool.
God.
Yeah, we're gonna have to subject you to some of our music for 5-10 minutes. So go grab yourselves a beer. Go grab yourselves maybe not a pee. Go for a pee, and we'll be back in.
Grab
10
your
minutes.
balls.
Grab your balls, or someone else's balls. Consent is important.
Consent is
Speaking of
important.
consent, let's put on a sexually provocative song. Cool. So we'll put on Click Commander, and we'll see you guys in 5 to 10 minutes.
So, what are we doing again?
We've been over this. He shows up, grab him, and we bag him.
Oh.
A few quick jabs to the ribs just for good measure.
There he is.
Oh, little drummer boy. How little you know.
What are you doing?
He's late for band practices. He's late for sound checks. He's late for video shoots. All round, he's a bit of a cunt.
It's so done. Don't think he saw us.
Huh? Don't be a cunt!
He's only small, but he weighs like a fucking crane.
Make sure you get his legs.
Where are you taking me?
Get a fucking move on!
Right, guys, up here.
Oh god, I think I've pissed myself.
Twat!
It's on my leg.
Yeah, you can clean that.
Have you been such a cunt?
Sit down.
Get his pants off.
Why are you undressing me?
Stop waving your arms around, you jelly-limbed pillock.
He's been asking for this for a long time.
Get his pants on.
I don't think there's shepherd's pie in my pants.
Oh, that stinks.
Let's kill him. Let's fucking kill him.
Let's get this over with, okay?
Play.
You guys were muted. Welcome back. Thank you for enduring those 2 tracks from our last album. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday evening. We're currently at 20 past 8. We're going to run for probably another 2 hours, give or take. It's not going to be much longer than that. If you're just joining us, we're Footprints in the Custard. We are a power metal band from Manchester. We played Bloodstock a couple times, and we're doing a takeover today where we're playing a bunch of D&D. We're currently in the middle of a dungeon crawl. They've just reduced a number of goblins to absolute horrific beast. I hope you've all got beverages, you've all maturated to a satisfactory level, and you're ready for some Dungeons and Dragons. So,
I had a really good week.
Let's play another song!
It was a big week.
So, excellent, guys. So there is a smattering of slowly congealing and cooling paste around this bunk room. There's like series of beds and bunks lining the rooms, the walls that you can see. They're all unkempt. In the top, in the sort of northwest corner, there is the larger bed that is noticeably broken and bowed under some sort of great weight. Each of the beds do have a foot chest at the base of them, as well as a foul-smelling bucket of additional waste being stored in the southwestern corner. Gentlemen,
I will inspect all of the chests.
I was going to say, to save time, can we just say that we look at all the chests?
Yes, you look at all the chests. That's fine. Looking at chests is totally fine. Touching them, you need some consent. So, here we go.
Okay, I'm going to ask the chest if I can open it.
Excellent. Yeah, you ask the chest. The chest replies, no.
So I leave the chest be.
It opens. You do find a smattering of coin throughout the chests. You get the impression that the goblins are kind of playing at being soldiers, or whatever they are. They're kind of like, oh, we've got foot chests. Let's use them. And they're just putting all sorts of shit in them. You managed to find a total of 14 gold pieces, 8 silver pieces. One of them has a small garnet. Worth 30 gold.
I'll add this to our shit.
If you want to, you can't stash this away from all the party this time because you're all looking through all the food chests, so you're all aware of everything.
That's fine. I'm a little bit more intrigued by the giant broken bed. I want to know what's broken it.
Sure, yeah. You can make an investigation check or a nature check or something like that. If you can justify it, I'll figure it out. You also managed to find a pouch of dry but exquisite smelling pipeweed in one of the feet chests. Feet chests?
Oh, pipeweed.
Yeah, some of that ye old Toby, that golden vagina. Also, if you're just joining us, we're crude and horrible. If you don't want that, this isn't stream for you. I'm sorry. Here's some golden vagina.
If Gwyneth Paltrow released the tobacco.
Are you like? Is your room getting longer? So
I heard it. He said, "Is that if Gwyneth Paltrow releases a tobacco?"
Some candle-scented vagina tobacco. I love it. Some of that backy that hangs out the side of her swimming costume.
Can I make a history check? Because it's the only one I'm proficient in.
Sure.
To see if I know of anything in the land that would do this kind of damage.
Sure, yeah.
Lappy backy.
Dong would do that kind of damage.
With a 9, you suspect potentially Vast's mum. But that's about it.
I'm just gonna turn around and go, Vast! Do you believe your mother's been here?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah, it's a creature of significant girth would have caused such thing. It's about almost
It was a joke,
immediately
Drax.
in the almost immediately in the center. The bed is sticky and smells bad, but it's not really a bed.
You're trying to tell me
anymore.
that wasn't Vast's mum?
I'm trying to tell you with a 9, that's the closest thing you got. You know, you're in Vast's pillow talk involved his mum occasionally.
Can I examine the table and see what's on it?
Sure, yeah, there is your hand axe and some dice. some clacky math rocks.
I want to take the dice and put them in my backpack, and also retrieve my hand axe and any other hand axes that might be lying around in my general vicinity.
Sure, yeah. Make an investigation check.
Oh, I
didn't think you were going to do it, but you did it. Yeah, you look around for more hand axes, like swearing that you threw more than just the one, right? You must have been. And you happen to find the haft of a hand axe sticking out from the wall. To the rest of you, you understand that that's just a torch sconce, but Waka's adamant it's part of a hand axe that he's just thrown, and his strength is so unable to process. It completely ignores physical barriers that got stuck in the wall. You attempt to try and retrieve it, and as you do so, the wall separates, revealing a secret Scooby-Doo passage that I've already revealed by accident. So I hope you guys didn't already pick on that, because I am awful. It's
not there, because
I assume it's this one here.
It's this one. Yeah, I'm a terrible dungeon master.
to be honest,
It's okay because we're terrible D&D players.
Terrible D.
I didn't notice that until you pointed it out. So
We're terrible D. That's what they call us. It's like you've got Tenacious D and Terrible D.
Right, gang, we should split up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hand axe from the other
If any of you noticed, Vast is wearing quite a nice ascot this evening. It's an orange hue.
Jinkies.
What do you want about?
Zoinks.
Yeah, Douche, you've made it into the room, and just the smell of like paste and offal and piss is strong in this room. It offends your hoity-toity senses.
It's like being back in Dingleberry.
Sorry.
What's that on your breath? It smells very tasty.
I don't know, it's some magnificent liquor that, I wouldn't call it magnificent. Hits the tongue like a wet dog and gives you a hangover, and that's just on the first sip. But, it works.
Okay.
I just sort of pass him one of the bottles, just like...
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you take a hearty swig? Or was that just ruts?
I took a hearty swig.
Beautiful. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie.
Why is it with nat ones with this, man? Like, yeah, you drink it and you start feeling it go down, and then comes back up a little bit. You fight and you swallow, and you just irk, and you now currently have a full mouth of vomit to do with what you choose.
I spit it into his face.
Roll a dexterity check. Because it's technically a ranged attack.
If I miss it.
Yeah, I mean, does a 9 hit Douche?
I've got a 14 armor class, so I'd certainly hope not.
Does not.
You can
Does
duck
not.
it.
Yeah, you successfully get out of the way of whatever kind of response Vast's anatomy was giving to something that you very, very happily were able to drink a reasonable quantity of.
Given the like reaction from Vast, though, I'm going to look at the bottle and surely I have some rags or something in my inventory.
Make an intelligence check.
I pass the bottle back to him and say, I don't very much like it.
Leaves something to be required, mainly sobriety. Come on, let me roll my intelligence.
6.
No, right.
Nope, it's definitely alcohol.
No, as in I wanted to know if I had any rags in my
You
inventory.
haven't made that
'cause I
leap
was
in
gonna make
intelligence
it.
yet, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's just alcohol.
It's very strong.
Yeah,
This blood fast is particularly good.
I shall stow it in my pack and think of it thoughtfully for a while.
That's fine. Yeah, so with the revealing of this passageway, Waka, you realize that it's very short. It's literally just a singular sort of step space between this wall and the next. The far wall has a series of handholds that you think you can literally just grab hold and pull if you need to. Make a perception check with disadvantage as you attempt to get close to doing so.
Perception with disadvantage.
Ready, please. 5. Yep. Nothing. And you go.
Sorry guys, I'm going to be quite useless for a moment. I've got a friend.
I thought you were getting your dick out, man. Like, what? This isn't the time sliding.
Say hello to my stinky little friend.
Little Jeff.
Jeff just came and sat on me, and then
Jeff.
just came and sat on me, and then I was like, no, I'm not into this. I'm going again.
You know, like those palpitations that you get. You're just like, what are you doing?
TOS.
So, Waka,
Yes.
you're not aware of anything. There's handholds there. What would you like to do?
Make my way across through the little passage and try and get out the other side.
Sure. You grab hold of the little handholds and pull it aside, revealing a large-ish kind of throne room. There is 3 goblins currently in the room. Showing you there. And there's like a moderate-sized throne, of which one of the goblins is currently sat on. He has a small makeshift crown and a cape, and he's proclaiming to the other goblins. And he's like, King 3 will make everyone have big long sleeps, and we'll have big extra food, and we'll have lots of good time. And the other 2 are just bowing and like, yeah. And they're like, right, my turn. And he's like, okay. Takes the crown off, takes the little cloak off, and passes it over. You've had enough time throughout that interaction to realise that there is a large, intricately woven steel kind of lattice across the back of the room, with a waterfall flowing down it. It is almost crystalline in structure. It's inaudible. You don't hear the sound of water flowing. It's perfectly, wonderfully, lustrously flat, but inaccessible from here. There's a series of semi-amputated and defaced and delimbed suits of armor and statues lining the rest of this room. Those of you with any sense of history in regality, particularly you hoity-toity elves, would recognize this is some kind of like reception room for some kind of royalty or some kind of nobility. However, as you have made no attempt to sleep, the goblins, in the process of passing the sort of the accoutrement around, look at you and go, he's king, that one, and the 2 run away. They begin to run. What would the rest of you do? What are you doing?
Which one hasn't decided to run?
The one that was king.
On the third, nice.
Yeah.
The one on the side.
He's
And the
began.
other 2 are just running away. Which way are they running?
They're running south. They're running away from you. Make an insight check. Bernie, apologies if you don't hear it. I think I've disabled some of the sound alerts somewhere at some point when I was setting these up. I will fix it. Apologies. So in the meantime, you get a bespoke yeet from us instead.
I know that exact soundbite because I use it. And it actually goes, yeet!
Beautiful.
It's the exact same one. It's
There
great.
we go.
Lloyd.
Sorry, Bernie. Thank you for sticking around, though. I'm glad you enjoyed the music. Yeah. Waka, what were you saying? Sorry, buddy.
I have rolled a 19 insight.
Insight, yes, please. 19 on insight, yeah. You very much get the impression that the goblins did not realize that door was there. They were surprised to see you as you are to them.
Okay.
Can I see all the way through to them?
Yes, I would say so. I would say all of you really would have some kind of inclination of the scale of the size of the room on the other side.
And do I see the other 2 running down?
You see them begin to go, no, he's king, and then turn round to begin more to the south.
Okay.
My daggers are out.
Thought they might be.
I'm ready.
Of your fucking hundreds of daggers. That's fine.
So
yeah, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna with this guy that's in the middle. I'm gonna run over and try and restrain him.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
While he's running, I'm gonna throw some daggers at the two little boys that are trying to run away.
Okay, cool. Right. So roll a strength check, please, Waka, and roll to attack with your daggers. Please go now.
Strength.
Do you want to listen to Ian? They've not taken turns in combat yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and
Kind
take
of
some
put a
advantage
move
of that.
action. Kind of.
Oh, don't do me like that.
No, okay, fine, do your thing. If you can hit them.
Oh.
Which you
We'll
can.
take that.
Okay, so that's an 11 and an 18.
Oh, because you're at advantage, aren't you? Of course, right. Well, the 18 hits, so they're the furthest. In fact, actually. Let me just check. Because you don't have sharpshooter.
Also, Ian,
So-
thank you for recommending this drink because it's amazing.
Excellent. Let's not tell anyone what it is, just in case there's any sort of licensing
it
issues.
is,
But it is pretty good.
It's you can
It's
get
an
all the
unspecified
information you need.
beverage.
We do like our coffee. Unfortunately, Sladen, using your daggers from that distance, you would be at disadvantage on both. Because they're apparently 50
sorry,
feet.
no, I thought I'd gone through. Sorry.
Okay, alright, well, if you're running, I'll let it slide, it's fine. They're goblins. This is going to be over before they get a
sorry,
chance.
yeah. No, I was chasing Waka through the door, so
however,
I'm probably by this statue.
Your first dagger happens to completely sail past, clanging harmlessly at the net to the north. The second one does land a hit. Roll some damage, please.
5.
Because it's not a crit, what did you roll? You rolled a 2, that is multiplied by 2, doubled. So for 7 damage, yes, you take down that far goblin with a preemptive strike. Keeping the peace through superior
one
fire.
little prick.
The second one just continues running. I'm going to give him the opportunity to get to the door, essentially. Waka.
Did I not get to Ray Frost him?
Well, if you run, you'll be in range, so we'll deal with that in a second. Waka, yeah, you with your nat 20 strength and the 6 that I rolled, because they're not very strong. You just run up and just pick him up, and he's just like scrambling away, the cloak like practically choking him at this point. He's just kicking harmlessly around you. Yeah, you have him grappled. He's not going anywhere. Vast, do your thing. Touche, you get to go next. Because it's kind of ran into like an impromptu kind of combat situation. So, make sure everyone gets their rolls in as well. 15 successfully hits the goblin at the door. Show him the meaning of cold. No, that's not it.
You bastard! Every time, this fucking spell.
Fucking Dyson Air fan again.
Oh my god! You know what? I didn't even realize.
It's the worst spell in the
I didn't
world.
even realize it was a 1d8. I thought you were rolling 1d4s when you did this fucking spell.
I just cannot. I cannot do it. If I hit, I will do no damage.
Yep, it is. It's wonderfully pathetic. It's not even like your critical 2 that you rolled last time. Oh, was it 3? I can't remember. But it was pretty close to the very bottom amount of damage you could have done.
I can't even do what I did last time and use my sorcery points to quicken it and do another one because I don't have enough sorcery points left.
You need a short rest to get sorcery points back. I can't remember. Or is it
Well, I only have 3 sorcery points and I used 2 to do it last time and we've not rested, so...
Yeah. Cool. Duché. You've seen the calming waft.
I'll move another 5 foot.
Excellent. The calming waft of mild discomfort is projected from your tiefling allies' fingertips.
Right, it's... dagger range is 20, but 60 at disadvantage, isn't it?
That's correct.
Right. Okay, I'm guessing because obviously that would take most of my movement to get through the other room to here.
Sure.
I will. I shall disadvantage that shit. Oh god, which is it controlled to do the?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yes.
If you guys do play D&D, I cannot recommend Beyond 20 enough. Like, D&D Beyond's great, Roll20's great, Beyond 20 makes the two of them work together real fucking well.
12.
Excellent. Unfortunately, 12 is not enough. Your dagger plinks harmlessly on the door. You can see him sort of, it hits and he goes, "Ah!" and he starts like clambering at the door. Almost like he's almost lost the ability to function as a civilized being. Civilized loosely interpreted in this instance. Yeah, he's in a panic mode. He was not expecting this. Cool. Yeah. So I guess that takes us to Waka. I think. What are you going to do with this goblin you've got restrained? Well, not restrained.
So I've got some rope. I'm going to tie him up.
Okay. Yeah. Make a
our new plaything.
Yeah. Make a what is it? Dexterity check. Sleight of hand.
For trying to tie up a scrambling creature.
Yeah, exactly. He's not going to make it easy for you. He wants to get away.
Dexterity. Come on. There we go.
There we are. Right.
Almost.
Yeah, no, I'm going to give it to you. He rolled pathetically.
Ooh.
Yeah, you managed to start.
Give it to you.
You managed to begin binding him, and you don't, because you've got him restrained with one hand. Your rope is just kind of just wrapping around him. You just keep going, like the full 50 feet is just like mummifying him. He is just stuck. Yeah.
Sorry, bitch.
Gonad, roll a dexterity, please. I'm going to check that against this goblin, so he gets to move.
I don't have a great amount of maneuverability. There's a very fat cat arm.
So what you're saying is you don't have great dexterity, so therefore you're going to go second. You're going to go second anyway. You rolled a 21. So yeah, the goblin opens the door.
Disagrees with you.
The goblin opens the door, and just scrambles sidewards, moving to about there. For those of you that have about as good a memory as I do, there is a entranceway to what may have been a throne room to the south that Vast briefly discovered. Yeah, didn't explore but discovered. Excellent. This takes us to Gonad. Do your thing.
Yeah, alright, so...
Assuming you want to do a thing. I mean, we're kind of in combat, kind of not in combat. We're kind of just playing fast and
be ridiculous.
No one outruns the rogue.
I'm gonna go just ahead of him.
Yeah?
And swipe at his legs with my sword, try and chop his feet off, trip him up.
So movement, bonus action, dash, attack action, try and hobble him. Yeah?
Given the Kathy Bates treatment.
Do your thing.
Goblin is goblin.
Get some frailty up in this shit.
This is gonna be terrible.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
You practically you don't even get close to cutting his hair, which he has plenty of. He's got long ears and you don't even go at a chip. He's just diving and ducking and dodging and diving and dodging. Excellent. So that's the end of what
if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a sword-wielding rogue.
I love the smell of queef elf in the morning. Cool, Vast, I believe you're up.
I believe you're up as well. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try this again. Ray of Frost.
You need some maintenance on your fingertips, man. Yeah, you really do. Fucking hell. Like, I'm gonna have to invent something to let you change your cantrips, aren't I?
It's so bad. Why is it so bad?
I don't know why Ray of Frost is like historically it's just fucking shit. In every spellcasting caster I've seen that took Ray of Frost over Fireball, it's just shit. Don't know what it is. It's just
I don't get it.
It just
though.
sucks. It should be as good, really.
On paper, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't ever come across that way.
It does less damage, it slows the enemy.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't fucking work.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. Douche, there is currently a bound yo-yo goblin, and the rest of the party are pursuing a fleeing goblin to the south.
What I was going to maybe suggest, would picking up my dagger that hit the door be a bonus action?
Why, have you only got a singular dagger? Is that the implication?
I believe I just have a one dagger and one rapier, yeah.
Then yes, I'll say it would take a bonus action to do it, yeah.
Cool, that is absolutely fine. I want to get to here, use my bonus action to get the door, and then I want to just try yeet the dagger into his back again.
Okay.
But it'll probably, let me just look at the distance. I believe it's, again, yeah, it's 30 feet, so it will be disadvantage. Control.
You can do it!
Give me 1 second, it's just doing that thing where it doesn't like the control for... There we go. I have to click on and click off.
16 at disadvantage. Yeah, that connects. Like, how do you want to do this?
Just burst out the door. Ha-ha, motherfucker!
I threw that shit before it was even in the room. Because you were there and I threw it in that room. Yeah, it just sails like soundlessly. Gonad has got his short sword out and he's like, no, you go nowhere, and hacking at his toes, and he's looking at the toes, he doesn't think, he looks back up and there's just the front end of a dagger and he's confused.
I'm just gonna look at Gonad like, back. You know, pull the mud lapels, go, and then go to where the bound goblin is behind me.
That's 2 kills. Somehow.
Gonad
I
is
think
just
we've
gonna
had an
look at
influence
Douche
on
and
him
go,
somehow.
Yeah, this is very very unusual.
Gonad is gonna look at Douche and he's gonna go, nice.
Alright, well, with that, we're out of this kind of impromptu combat situation. There is a bound yo-yo goblin held by the massive, wonderful orc strength of Phallia.
So what I've done is I've sat in a throne and I've kind of dumped the restrained goblin at my feet. So a bit like Jabba the Hutt and Princess Leia. I'm just kind of...
Sure, yeah. Like, Jabba didn't wear trousers either, so yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, cool. So yeah, you have a nice foot warmer, goblin-shaped foot warmer. What do you guys do?
Is the goblin saying anything?
I mean, he's got some rope around him. He's barely struggling to breathe at this minute. He's mostly chattering in frantic goblin. You have heard him speak a few words in common. But yeah, mostly when he's panicked, he's not thinking in common. He's thinking in his mother tongue.
I'm gonna walk up to the goblin and just give him a slap across the face and go, English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Make an intimidation check, please. Like, I think Samuel Jackson deserves that much, and with a 16, I'm gonna say yeah.
That's a 16.
Let's see how that goes. Yeah, no, Sammy J, he does his thing. Yeah, he is sufficiently quelled and intimidated into another language. Yeah,
I've just slapped him into another language.
I'm gonna kind of look at it going now, just like a nod of appreciation, like, good lad.
See, this is like that weird Twi'lek dude slapping Princess Leia, which didn't happen, But like, and then Jabba going, nipple pinchy.
Well, that thing that didn't happen.
You know?
The news, everyone.
So yeah, he goes, okay, yeah, sorry, Cree, yeah, Scree, my name's Scree, good, I'm not king, I'm not king, you're king, you can be king, here, and you see him struggle, and he tries to shake the crown off his head, and he's like,
I'll take the crown, and I will sit on the throne.
Yeah, it's really shit, it's like made out of like, if you're gonna make like a lattice out of like ice lolly sticks, it's like that. It's shit. It's not even a crown of thorns.
I've got a crown and I'm on a throne. I am the king.
I'm already sat on the throne, so you've effectively just sat in my lap.
Yeah, you're sat on your half orc with a crown on.
I'm just gonna turn around. I'm just gonna turn around to Waka and go, I'm going to sit on your lap. Let's talk about the first thing that comes up.
Oh yeah.
It'll be this trunk.
It'll be my orc dong.
Roll a constitution check.
What would you like for Christmas?
16.
All right, little girl.
Yeah. You Waka, what do you do with your drunk orc dong? Like, does he have a reaction? Gonad has all of his clothes on.
Yeah, I've rolled a 16 Constitution, so you'd have to get like more than that on your.
I'm just saying he wouldn't be able to take it with a 16 more than likely. But wow, this really went off course really quick, didn't it?
He was like, I don't know what he was for this.
Hi, Bloodstock, we're Footprints. Here's some weird throne dickings. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't super effective. It's there, but it's only mild. Like, it's like
Pokemon, isn't it? It wasn't very effective.
It's like you've shat in someone else's pants and you can feel it. You know, like that's how it feels.
Right.
That's a thing, right? You guys know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Totally.
So, Goblin. Bound.
Oh, I actually just realised I have a newborn. Of course, I know what that feels like.
What, shitting in your own in their pants and feeling it? All right, dude.
Or at least feeling the heat from
I mean,
the
like,
diaper
you know,
just going.
at least like 9 months apart, at least, right? But like, if you planted that there, that's some serious forethinking there.
Anyway,
in a year's time, she's gonna put this on. It's gonna be filled with my own shit.
It's gonna be fucking hilarious. Just trust me on this one.
Anyway, moving on.
What do you mean you're calling
okay, why didn't you bring our goblin friend with us and let's go try this test?
What I was going to say is, how's everyone looking for spell slots?
If someone hadn't, you know,
we're right next to a bedroom.
Or as you say in Canadian, bedroom.
We're not someone's.
Someone in this chat's got to be as big of a Devon fan as we are. There has to be at least one of you.
I mean, I beat you to it, but.
Anyway, in any case, perilously low. Try not to die.
Yeah, so that was what I'm thinking.
Let's go down the stairs. Follow me.
I'm going to ask the orc, and the orc and the orc, ask the goblin if he's got any friends anywhere nearby.
I mean, I do have some friends. There are 5 friends. There are in there's some downstairs. There's some over there. There's some in the holy room. There's some over here. Oh no, they're dead. I can see them. Nope, they're dead. Nope. Yep, maybe the holy room. I don't know.
How many downstairs? How many friends do you have?
Gets his hands out in a kind of a familiar kind of way, like poking out through these. That many.
You've seen this before.
You suspect literacy is not a strong point for these minor creatures.
Numeracy.
Well, I suspect it's not a strong point for you, because you just got a lip-sync.
Yeah.
What's this waterfall behind me?
Yeah, it is... Well, you're saying this to the goblin?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the magic water. You know, some of my friends they speak to the magic water, and it's that's where that water comes from.
What does the magic water do?
It speaks to you. I don't know. What does magic water do for you?
At this point, I'm gonna turn my ring on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to find the thing. God damn it.
Sorry.
I was like, I forgot about that. Let me find it. Sorry. Is it in this one? Nope, it's not in that one. It's over here somewhere. Apologies, guys.
I'm not sorry, guys.
I have like
I
million.
put him on the spot.
I have a million things. Like I intentionally said to myself earlier, like Ian, make sure you put these in your notes for today because Russ is a wanker and he's gonna talk.
Two things, Ian. 1, don't dox yourself, and 2, don't show everyone your porn.
No one can see my porn, right? Cool, that's fine.
What a strange orange and black hue you have.
Where is it? Man. Yeah, I don't know where it is. It should be in there, but it's not.
Just whatever you do, don't search ring.
Man. If I'd had an ounce of foresight, I would have set this up before we started. But I don't.
Bruce Forsyth.
Bruce Forsyth, that's me. Not me.
That needs to be the name of a sage in this game.
Is it this one? Oh shit, you don't want to see that? Alright, cool. Let me find it. Because this is part of an encounter by Nerdarchy. Oh fuck.
That is a lot
Did my computer just crash there? I think it did. Never mind. Alright, you get your ring out and you use it and you hear one of the several phrases that you heard in the previous encounter with the brown dragon.
Cool.
Okay.
Does it?
I hadn't thought about
Does
that.
it change anything with the other guys?
It doesn't.
You get your ring out and talk to the brown dragon.
When you push the thing, you hear another bellowing of sorts, like, "I am powerful beyond comprehension."
How does the goblin react to that?
He doesn't at all, because you're 100 feet away.
Yeah, but it bellows.
Sure, yeah, from the ring.
Bellowing from the ring.
Phrasing.
Made me sweat and everything. God, that's a horrible thing. Why would you do that to me?
So, if that's okay, I'm gonna ask the goblin again. What do your friends use the water for?
They talk. They talk to the big one. The big face.
What's the big one?
I don't know. We're not allowed to talk to the water. It's just the big face. You know, you've got a big face, but it's like your face, but like bigger.
Like green?
No, like water.
So I know exactly what you're thinking. It's not the Wizard of Oz.
I mean,
Wait, Ian, is it Zordon?
Bring our
Ranger.
with you.
It's closer to
Let's
Zordon
go
for
down
sure.
the stairs.
If you've read the fables.
Is this Goblin Alpha?
You've
Is
read-
this Goblin Alpha 5?
You've read fables of the Super Sentai elves, and their magical mentor in the water. You've heard of similar magics in that regard, yeah, for sure.
I'm going to come back and say again, because I don't think it's getting through. Waka, bring the goblin. Let's go down the stairs. Let's go.
why? I was enjoying being a fat bastard with a throne.
I'm gonna turn
you
around
can
and
just
go,
live
wait!
with being a fat bastard.
Yes. If that's what it
I'm
takes.
gonna turn around to Waka and go, wait! Then I'm gonna turn to the waterfall and go, oh!
Make a persuasion check.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Your voice resounds and seems to almost be amplified and echoed in the water. You see it distorting briefly as your voice enters and pours off of it. There is no response, though you do hear your voice bubbling back up the water as it flows down into the dark depths.
How are you?
The same exact happens. Your voice reverberates and echoes and amplifies. The water itself begins to form and change around with the sonority of your tones. It's vaguely.
I'm gonna poke it.
You'd struggle to get your fingers through, but you would be able to poke it with a blade or something, some sort of thin implement.
I don't want to attack it.
Okay.
I've never reached out of water before. It's not a.
Yeah, you can see little glimpses of sunlight from above as it flows downwards into the darkness.
I'm going to throw some cheese in the water.
Sure, okay.
Good waste of cheese.
Goblinzola.
Yeah. You throw
You can waste the goblin.
I've still got a little bit of goblinzola left.
You throw your little bit of goblinzola in, and it separates the water briefly, and it kind of disapparates. The crystalline veneer of the front of it momentarily collapses before shunting in, and from somewhere in the depths you hear an angry, loud bellow.
Does it say anything, or is it just angry and loud?
Furious. Whatever it was, it's pissed off.
You're not like cheese.
Good lad.
Make an insight check if you want, man. Despite everything you know about strange monsters in water and depths and everyone else you've ever known, you suspect it might not like cheese.
Very bastard.
Do I know of anything like this that exists?
What, you mean the water?
Or have I heard of
A creature in
anything
existence
possibly-
that doesn't like cheese.
Yeah.
No.
No, you have not. The lactose intolerant do not exist in my fantasy universe.
Absolute fucking
Have I
crazy
ever
bastard.
heard? Have I ever heard of a sentient body of water?
Oh yeah, 100%. Roll a history check. Duche, you can as well because you're a lore type dude.
No worries.
Oh,
Okay, so Duche, no, you're like, I don't know. Gunnar, do you suspect that this may be, despite the construction of the rest of the place being noticeably dwarven, the magics involved with the Scrivale are very elven, and you suspect you may have just interrupted a Scrivale.
oh dear!
Somewhere else there is a portal entrance of sorts that people use to have discourse. Vast at the realization of the situation, you recall Karma talking about Pasca, Lord Pasca talking to the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was the guy in the ring, right?
Yep. Well, kind of. You don't know that. You don't need.
Karma thought it was.
He said the ring's a talkie ring, but they talk to the water. So,
What Scribe Vale is this?
so Scrivales are portals of sorts that, like I say,
That's
are
me,
basically.
that's me talking to the Scribe Vale, asking whose it is.
You don't get a response from this point. You ascertain it's probably not the point where the magics are focused, like a lens. Hence the
Because
crystalline
it's
structure.
downstairs, like I keep saying, let's go downstairs.
just before I go downstairs then and follow Vast, I just want a quick look at the suits of armour that are around.
Sure, yeah.
Any of them in any decent kind of condition?
Unfortunately, not. They're mostly rusted with the level of humidity in the room. They've not been maintained, and they're partially sort of delimbed. You could patchwork something together, but you don't know if it would provide any more use than basically any attire in Final Fantasy.
It's all right. I'll leave them be, and I'll just follow Vast with my little goblin creature.
Sure. Yeah, and you guys make your way. If you guys are making your way down further south to the main hallway,
making my way down south.
There's a door to your east that you not looked through, but you can ignore that if you wish.
Vast, do you want to take this one?
You know I like to complete things. Right, fine.
I'm just gonna
yank
like
my
dagger out the back of this goblin.
Sure, yeah. You collect your various bits. The door and corridor are almost identical in size, scale, and to the other side. As you open.
I'm going to come back and gag my little goblin friend so he can't make a noise.
You gag him. Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll drag him to where you are. I would say with this goblin in tow, you would not be able to use Rhyme and Reason because it's a two-handed weapon. Keep in mind. Douche, are you following with the party, or are you...
I'm following on, yeah.
Just so I know, like, so I've tidied up this goblin, and I've tidied up, like you say, I mummified him, so he's literally just kind of like, from like neck to foot, he's just...
Yeah, I mean, it's 50 foot of heavy hemp rope, you know, like it's going to wrap around a goblin about 40 times.
So I could just literally just put him down and he's not going anywhere.
You might be able to roll out of it eventually, but that would take a whole lot of rolling. This is my favourite AC/DC song.
If that's the case, I'm going to prop him in the corner next to this statue. So we can't roll anywhere.
Okay, cool, yeah. Prop him in the corner and tie the ends, should you wish. Yeah, Vast.
Nobody puts Gobbly in the corner.
Sorry,
yeah, Vast. There's a door to the north. The corridor is otherwise unremarkable, save for scuff marks across the floor that also lead for northwards. Can you make a perception check for me, please?
Perception.
Carry on.
It looks the same as everywhere else. Let's go.
Do I notice the scuff marks? Are they very prevalent?
They're quite obvious, yeah.
What sort of direction are they? Are they going towards that room at the back?
They're being dragged northwards, yeah.
Can I look to see what's made them?
Sure, yeah.
If I go to like here?
Yeah, make a survival check, because this is technically tracks. Something didn't want to go that way, and over time things don't want to go that way, and then they get taken that way anyway. That's all you get asked about.
Can I move a little closer to the door and try that again? Just so I'm gonna very stealthily along this wall. Is that still advantage because of the noise of the thumper?
Yep, the thumper.
The thumper.
It's canon now.
24. That's pretty fucking good. Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
I'm not trying to hear. I'm trying to see.
I know. But for now.
You still perceive with your eyes.
So you don't hear anything.
You
don't hear anything. But what do you want to do? You're very, very stealthy.
I'm gonna just take a peek.
Okay.
Take peeps for myself.
So as you peek, you can see a long corridor that extends to the north. To the northwest, you can see fragments of a chained wall, some sort of iron bar situation. Let's reveal just the top edge here, because that's roughly what you'll be able to see from your peak. There is a bound wolf and a large sleeping ogre resting lazily and heavily on a club.
Okay. And he's asleep.
I was gonna leave this, man.
I know you were. So Russ was like, scuff marks? Nope. Not having that.
Let's go downstairs.
You know that bit in Bloodborne when you just enter like the first town and you go backwards and you find that armored troll and things go bad very quickly.
No,
Yeah.
No, I don't.
First time.
Because I don't hate myself enough to play those games. Because I play D&D instead.
Sorry, guys, I killed that thing first time. I don't know.
Boss fight? Who knows, TNB? Who knows? So, Gonad, what are you doing with your 24 stealth and a sleeping ogre and a bound wolf?
I know that I can. That's what's doing it for me.
Homer Simpson, do I do the thing I should do, or the thing everyone knows I'm gonna do?
For context for the stream, for those of you that are watching, the rest of the guys are a little bit further away, and there's this big old long room.
I think I know what broke the bed. With a 24 stealth.
Yep.
Will I be able to go back?
You'd be able,
Whisper what's there through the corridor.
sure, you'd be able to very much close the door. You suspect you were pretty quiet.
No, would I be able to go back to about here, whisper to Vast what's going on, and then go back to my vantage point with a 24?
Where did you pick? Sorry.
So would I be able to go back to about here?
Sure,
Whisper
yeah.
to Vast and then go back.
I mean, yeah, that'd be your turn. You'd have to make another stealth check for the next one, but yes, you could do that without resistance.
Okay, for now I'm just gonna go back and say there's a very large ogre and his pet wolf. I think I know what broke the bed.
The goblin goes, ha! The holy place, ha!
What?
The holy place. That's where they hold people. The holy place. Yeah.
Oh,
Grumph is he's old and sleepy, but he is big.
how strong is he?
Pretty strong.
Yes, but if you had to put a number on how vigorous he was,
He
would you say
he looks at his bound
20,
hands and he
40?
goes. He looks at his bound hands and he goes, It's strong.
Guys, I think he only has 10 hit points. Let's do this.
But then he goes, maybe. He looks at himself and he goes, maybe this strong.
Guys, I think he has 50 hit points. Let's do this.
I want to go downstairs.
I want to kill the ogre.
Alright, let's kill the ogre. Fuck you.
Maybe
TNP.
Maybe we don't do that.
I think you're on to him.
Maybe we just go downstairs. Why is downstairs no longer an option?
But yeah, so I'm gonna stealth my way back.
Stealth my way. Okay. Roll your stealth advantage. Anyone else that wishes to stealth can do so as well. Assuming you're coming this way in any fashion. I realize Douche is like, I want nothing in this. 24 and a 10. Let me see. What did I put here? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, 24. It's fine. There is no noticeable difference from the crack in the door you've seen through.
Arrows!
Okay.
I'm shooting.
So, do you open the?
I'm shooting him.
Do you open the?
So anyway, I stopped blasting.
Do you open the door any further to make sure you find purchase, or are you Are you just doing
Yeah,
your
I'm
thing?
gonna literally tiny crack just so that I've got a direct line of sight to Shrek.
Okay. Let me show you how far those onions go. There you go. You can see that.
While I was doing that, I'm just going to run for a quick wee.
Well, I'm gonna call a break in a second anyway. So if you can hold on a moment, I can do it properly. So yeah, let's roll the first attack, and then we'll see what happens to these onions. Them Foxy's onions.
I can go from them.
Oh, that isn't nearly as funneled a room as I was hoping it would be.
There we go. Sorry, my keyboard died.
That's not good. You beat it into submission. Come back to me! 14.
Oh dear.
14 on a advantage.
Oh dear.
Let me find the card. You know what? That hits. Roll your damage, your sneak attack, and assassin critical that. Motherfucker.
Nice.
Okay, so that is 10, 13, that's 16, 29 total.
29. Fucking hell. Alright, that'll do it.
Bonus action hide?
The arrow sails through the room and finds a purchase in the right moob of Shrek. It sinks deeply in, and he immediately jostles upwards. You feel the entire room sort of shake with the thunderous force. The bound old wolf sort of jumps up and starts foaming at the mouth, almost instinctively. And he looks over to see the door. He goes, lunchtime. And we're going to come back in 10 minutes after you guys have to build up with more of our music. So.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, dudes. Well, yeah. Nice to see you, Garb. Oh, God, I keep saying that. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, I guess we're going to take a break for 10 minutes. Let's do Pony. No, in general, the song. We'll be back in 10 minutes after a couple of tunes, and we'll see what happens to the rest of this guy's moves in a bit.
sieges across the land. Join as one fight for the right above for freedom, covering the world in purple as they breathe. Raise your banners high for the last of the unseen. On this fateful night, we will rise. Masters of the film, we pray for guarantee. Breaking from the end to the sense of decency. We will turn to ashes the world you knew before. Footprints in the custard are declaring all out war. Take to the streets and bear arms. Like messages or disenlightened. Make some noise, join the ranks. Arcanauts put out the passion from the rising, covering the world in purple and in green. Raise your banners high for the blood of the unseen. On this fateful night, we hold our members high and unite. Masters of the film, we pray for guarantee. Breaking from the end to the sense of decency. We will turn to ashes the world you knew before. Footprints in the custard are declaring all out
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Thank you for joining us. Bear with us one moment while we sort one or two little things out. Boop. Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? That's not showing up, is it? Motherfucker. There we go. Right, now we're back. Okay, excellent. Thank you for joining us. We're Footprints in the Custard. If you haven't, beautiful. There we go. And you guys are still muted, I know we're back. Yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with us, we are Footprints in the Custard. We are a power metal band, and we are playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight. We have played Bloodstock a number of times, but they were foolhardy enough to let us come and play D&D on their stream, so thank you for joining us. We're just towards the end of today's session. Thank you all for sticking around and enduring our music. It's always a good start. When last we left off before the break, our intrepid rogue thought best to send some daggers, send some arrows into a lovely.
It was just the one arrow, actually.
I mean, it felt like a good 6 arrows. Right in the mood.
Yeah, that's six arrows worth of damage, but luckily, I'm fucking awesome.
Excellent. Ross, if you could, my good man, could you roll some initiative for Waka Waka, please?
I'll go on then.
I'll go on.
No, that was worth it.
You get a living, yeah?
I did.
Beautiful, beautiful. Right, so that takes us to. So the ogre has been shot, isn't having a good time. He's woken his wolf companion out, who's lashed against the far wall. Rastivicus, you have the first action.
Okay, I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at him, which has a range of 90 foot. So convenient. I will just... Yeah.
Beautiful. How does Chromatic Orb work then? What's the deal?
One sec, I'm just... Yeah, it's definitely...
It's like a wisdom save or
so
something.
Basically, right? It's 3d8 damage. I create an orb of no, I don't think so. No, it's I've rolled to hit.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Sure, that couldn't go wrong.
4-inch diameter of sphere of energy. No, probably not. And I'm going to pick what element it is. So one sec.
Okay.
Let's go for thunder.
That's absolutely correct, Andrew. I get mixed up with
you were talking to me then. I thought it was a weird.
No, I'm getting mixed up with Chromatic Spray and Chromatic Orb. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yes.
Because that's like a wisdom save for like being blinded
spray.
or some kind of random condition being imposed. Like a pose.
19
Dude,
damage.
not Winnie technically. Oh wait, no, it's not. Not technically at all. I cannot. I'm good at maths.
One of the rolls was an 8. I think is what that green means.
So
Yes,
you
6,
say,
8, and 5.
So you say it's a roll to hit, or is it just do damage?
Oh shit! Did I not roll to hit?
You didn't know. I was like, that's why I was like, oh, not 20. You get to double all your dice.
Please don't. Please don't.
No.
10.
Oh.
Excellent. Unfortunately,
this is terrible.
Unfortunately, Chromatic Orb connects with the wall. In fact, roll me a D100 if you can, D%.
Fucking what, mate?
Or a D10.
Roll
75.
D100.
Okay, no, you're fine. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. You haven't let loose the hounds of war.
Oh, that's really depressing, having known that I would have done that much damage.
I know, right? That's pretty good for a 3d8. Yeah, and the green's really
he would literally be nearly dead.
The green's like really emotionally like validating as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that didn't.
The red just spits on you and calls you a whore.
So, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn, Mr. Capella?
Leroy. No, I'm not Leroy.
Frontline sorcerers doing their thing.
Oh my god, he just ran in.
Why does he keep doing this?
I was playing Dark Souls. I was playing Dark Souls, and there's a spirit that invades you called Paladin Leroy that just runs at you. I was like, they did this on purpose.
Oh man, I was watching.
100% did this on purpose.
I was watching the Aethel Realm 20-minute like live playthrough thing they've done recently, and their singer bass player dude was wearing a Paladin shirt, and I was like, man, I won't let it. Like these guys are definitely our friends. Eventually. There's no escape.
Soon.
So what are we doing, Vax? Are you doing anything else with your turn?
Hold on. I've got a power move.
You've got 25 feet of movement. That's it. That's what I thought. Excellent. So after your turn, you hear a bit of shuffling on the other side of the door, both of you. It's not difficult to hear. He's not making much of a bounds about it. But you hear someone clanging against the gate, and he's like, "Hey! What's going on? Oh god! That's the turn. Boucher.
Yeah. So
significantly far away.
So I'm gonna use.
Stream's benefit.
Yeah.
Is downhill.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash up into this corner here, which from a 60-foot movement.
Beautiful. From there, you have a line of sight on big old Shrek over there.
I will do nothing else, but for my bonus action or free action rather, I'd be like, fuck.
Beautiful. You see, one of his moves is particularly well endowed with color. At the end of your turn, you feel the thunderous as the minor giant comes to a stand, pulls the club out of the way, unleashing the rope that bound the wolf to the wall. And he just takes like 3 massive steps, dragging this club behind, causing similar marks that you've seen in the previous corner, previous room. And he closes the gap. I'm going to reveal some more of this room, just so you can see kind of some of what's going on. And he is going to. Yeah.
His movement speed is either going to be massive or tiny.
Yeah.
I hope it's the latter.
It's not going to be, is it?
And from there...
No, to be fair, even with a dash, that's only 40 feet.
That is aspirant that he's left there.
One step.
Yeah, that's a giant deformed stool. It used to be a table, but now it's a stool. And I don't mean stool in the Bowie sense. I mean it more in the.
Stool is what he leaves in the corner.
And with his action, he's going to get right there. Whacker.
Oh, wonderful.
And like the sheer immensity of this flabby mass is just it's astonishing how close up it is. You can smell whatever sort of whatever's brewing in his belly button. You know, it's proper thick.
Right.
Sorry, I went off there, didn't I? Wistfully thinking about an ogre's belly button. With Stranger Sundays.
Can I, if I go here, is that a fair line of sight to him?
Sure, yeah, I'd say he'd have partial cover, so he would have a bonus to his AC, but yes, you could do it.
Right.
Wouldn't be as bad as disadvantage, but it would definitely be a bonus.
I think I want to maximise any damage I do to him, to be honest.
Doo-doo.
I'm gonna use my movement there, and then use my bonus action to dash to get here.
You can't use your bonus action to dash. You can use your action to dash. You're not a rogue.
Action then. Yeah.
So you just like get really close up to him. You're like, oh god. However, this does mean you do have your bonus action. Should you wish to use anything bonus action related? I don't believe. Have you been hit? I don't know. As a fighter, I believe you have second wind. Should you wish to use it?
Or action search.
No, I think, to be honest, I think that might be a good shout, using my second wind.
I thought so. So this guy gets a hit off, man, you're fucked. You're all fucked.
Excellent. So, I'm going to need to roll 1d10, and then add 3 to it.
Sure. Here comes the 10.
Here comes the 1.
Here comes the nat 1.
Okay, cool. So that's 5 HP for your second wind. I mean, for taking a deep breath and huffing the wonderful fermenting cheese aroma that is emanating from the many folds of Shrek. Yeah, that was all right. Really, it could have been worse.
Okay, that leaves me with 90 HP, but I suppose that's the best I'm going to get. So
beautiful.
I'll have to end there.
Okay, go Ned.
I already know I'm going to bonus action disengage.
I know.
Why even ask me?
I know.
Yeah, so bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And then something's just fallen off my desk. And then yeah, so I am going to bonus action disengage and then use my movement and my action to get just behind this corner.
Okay, as far away without line of sight as you can get. Love it.
I'm gonna try and maintain line of sight like on this corner. I think
it's gonna be tough.
Like the other side, the other side of Douche.
So you disengage. You dive through vast legs. The Shrek like makes a clutch at you as you dive past. But all he finds is masonry and a momentary lock of hair from your lovely Gwen Stefani pigtail thing you've got going on.
I do have Gwen Stefani's head.
You know, some hollowback elf going on.
Is bananas.
B-A-N-E-N-E-S.
N-N-N-S.
See, that's like the 4th big pop joke we've made. We've made like 1 or 2 metal references. What are we doing?
We don't even listen to metal.
We don't. We just listen to pop music. What are we doing?
I listen to it in the car on max volume with the windows down, so people know that I like metal. But then when I'm on the motorway, I'm like, yeah, Radio 2, show me the shit.
So anyway, going ahead. You momentarily were not made a hollowback girl by the ogre.
I am bravely buggering off.
Beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
Just take a moment and go. Whew. Sorry, Vest.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens next.
The wolf, unrestrained.
Wolf is gonna fucking sprint.
It is gonna make its way over there somewhere.
Getting the door.
Unfortunately, it doesn't have enough reach to quite get close enough to attack. However, you hear it snarling and barking, and it just dives straight towards you, closing the gap between the two of you to there. It's foaming, it's rabid, it's angry, but it is unable to do anything because it used its action to dash. Yeah, that's correct. Well, see how that goes. Festivus. You are in a pickle. And just remember, everyone, he didn't want to be here. He wanted to go downstairs, where there's obviously only nice things.
I'm not even supposed to be here today. Fuck. What do I even do?
Dramatic over again.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be at disadvantage because it's a ranged attack, unfortunately.
I'm gonna use magic missile. I don't know which one to attack then.
I'd say the big.
I've got a pretty good guess.
Most yeah.
No, I'm with you. I don't know what I would choose either.
Yeah. Big guy.
Big guy. All right. Roll your magic missiles. Give me some 3d4. Good.
Oh, good start.
Bad. That's all right. It's like that episode of Limmy's show where he's like, wow, yeah. But obviously you guys aren't Scottish. You wouldn't know
Welcome,
that.
traveller.
Falconhood.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Welcome, traveller.
Man, I love Falconhood. What a great show. So yeah, what's that? 11 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they bound and ripple. You see just his mass just being forced in different directions. You see him sort of hurl in pain. He's like, and rears up, ready to smash down. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
There's nothing else I can do on my turn.
Okay. You hear the other.
Try and run and hope it doesn't hurt.
You guys hear the voice from the side. It's like, hey, whoa, don't, what? No, don't, let me out! What? Touché.
Aiming for the eyes, I'm gonna throw another dagger at the ogre.
Okay.
Okay, so you just let me do that. Let me do it.
We're all about to witness me die.
Do you want to know a really fun thing with these? 12 hits.
News, everyone!
12 hits.
12 hits.
12 hits. He's a big man with no armor. He's
So that 11. Hang on. So that 11 that Russ got are not really good. Fucking chromatical.
I mean, you got 10 on chromatic orb, yeah. So you missed it by
close enough.
literally the ballsiest of hairs. But 12 hits.
Six piercing damage to the eye.
Excellent. You fling your dagger. Doesn't quite hit its mark. It shaves his face a little bit, cutting a deep score into his cheek. Blood is there. He's noticeably flustered and hurt by his development. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Maybe just, I think I just want to back up.
Or he Hulk smashes me.
Okay.
But that will be the end of my turn, pending what happens next.
All right.
Darkness, my old friend.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Just where don't get hold of
Witty's just like pulling up cutting words ready, just like right. How do
So
we
what's
use this
your
again?
what's your AC?
16.
'Cause I rolled 80.
Wait, you ogre fucker! And I will do a d6 to use a bardic inspiration to see what we can get.
Fingers crossed,
No
everybody.
vampires.
Fingers crossed. 5. You see him. He turns around and he goes, and just it smashes against the wall. Dust and debris just crumbles around your newly soiled trousers. As you anticipated, the end was near briefly for a second there, but Touché managed to get in the
my
way
secret,
and get their pose.
I never wear trousers.
Does anybody in this party wear trousers? Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, that happens. You hear he growls in frustration, bellowing around. He is not happy about that development. Waka.
Okay.
Bring the pain, man.
The pain man.
The pain.
The pickle man.
The pickle man. I'm gonna move here and take a swipe at old Chunky over here.
Sure, yeah. I assume you mean the ogre?
Yeah.
He's just gonna stab his own knob.
Chunky.
Oh, Chunky.
Yeah, I think you'd have advantage on a strike if you were hitting yourself, right?
This is a power play. I'm going to stand next to the ogre, stare him straight
Chop
in
my
the
own
eye.
knob off.
Touch yourself. Like,
Roll for intimidation. Yeah, cool. Yeah, do your thing. Show me the meaning of pain. 17. You know that goes through.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it does. 12 slashing.
12 slashing.
Flashing. Wow.
It cuts him from his collarbone right down. You see parts of his, the rest of his moves spilling inwards and outwards.
His other boob.
Right down through. There's like this horrible yellowish mass that just exposes itself. The smell is horrific. Cuts right down and right into his leg and then clangs into the floor. There's a lot of blood. But now he's real pissed off. He's real pissed off.
Okay. I think this is an opportunity to use my action surge
Okay,
and take another swing at it.
go for it.
At it.
Yes, I'm going to aim for the other tit.
Okay.
And
The third move.
10. He grabs the blade, it cuts into his hand, ichor and blood fall out, but it doesn't make any contact. Pushes the blade away with force and just bellows this horrible halitosis. You can see like all of his teeth are just gone. There is just nothing but rot and decay in the back of his mouth, and you've got a full waft of everything.
okay. I've still got 25 movement, so I'm gonna just move over here.
As you do so, both the ogre and the wolf take swings at you using their opportunity attacks. The ogre first rolled a 21 to hit.
No, it didn't.
Because Douche doesn't have his reaction back yet.
I no longer have my reaction on this until the next round.
No, it didn't.
How much health did you have before second wind, by the way?
Before, how much did I gain from it? Is it? Wasn't a lot.
Gained 5.
I gained 5. I had 14. So yeah, that's 19.
Because you've just been hit for 14 health, 14 bludgeoning, as it just crunches down at you.
Oh!
You know what the worst thing is?
Yeah, the wolf
News, everyone!
The wolf gets one too. And unfortunately... Oh, well, no, actually, no, you're fine, because you moved out of the range. Had the wolf attacked you while you were still within 5 feet of the ogre, he would have had advantage on the strike.
Has he moved out of the range of the wolf because the ogre hit him?
Oh no, he's taking a picture.
No, Ian, he's not out of range of the wolf because the ogre hit him.
Remember?
Yeah, the ogre hit
Orcs are
him,
too stubborn
and then
to
he
die.
moved.
Orcs
Then he
are too
moved
stubborn
out.
to die.
Then he moved further away, so he's not getting advantage on it.
Oh, I thought it had killed him. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's funny.
He's sending us a picture, guys. It's a nat 20.
Oh, that's a nat. Remember, ogres are too stubborn to
20.
die.
Orcs are, luckily. Ogres aren't necessarily.
Sorry, no, sorry, orcs. Sorry. That's
So,
fine.
I guess does 24 hit?
No, actually, no, it doesn't have to side. Yeah, it hit. But I'm gonna obviously invert my relentless endurance, so I'm not dead. I've just got 1 HP.
So you take 10 piercing damage from a bite attack, And that's doubled with the bonuses. So that's 10 for the crit. You begin to fade out of consciousness and come back, picking up just enough, just in time, to catch yourself in pure, stubborn, orcish anger. To realise the wolf itself is biting at you and gnawing at you. I need you to make a strength save.
Why?
The wolf tries to drag you to the ground, but you kick it right in its face, and it beats back. You manage to get out of its range without being dragged to the ground.
Great.
That didn't go well. I'm sorry.
No, it's my bad. I mean, I am blaming you as well. So.
I mean, fair. I'm allowed one nat 20 every game, and it just came at the wrong time.
You changed your dice.
I did.
You said you changed your dice.
Changed it. These are different dice. For the 20s anyway. They're the important ones.
Find someone else.
Change them again.
How chance works, guys.
No, it's superstition, Russ. This is how this works. Okay.
Let's find some some D20s without a 20 on.
I've seen them actually. Like I've been tempted to get
Should we buy Ian some D19s and just not?
See, I want to get like a D20 with 10 sides are 1s and 10 sides are 20s. That'd be fucking great fun.
That's like a Mario Party. That's a Mario Party dice block right
It'd be fucking great fun.
No idea. Just absolute nope.
So
that's the difference between a banana and a blue shell.
Yeah, but like we all get them.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What calamity would that be? Waka, was there anything else you wanted to do at the end of your near-death experience?
Yeah, I thought I might just follow my own soul and get it over here.
Baby.
Well, remember, Orcish Endurance only happens once. I mean, like, just generally speaking, though, like, had the ogre got you with the 20, and then you moved, and the wolf then bit you with the same sort of rolls, just the attack rules were swapped, you'd be dead, because he would have annihilated you initially and then just fucked you with the fucked you with the wolf. That's not a phrase I thought I would say, but here we are.
Yes, I fucked you with the wolf.
Duran really went off after a while, didn't they?
It's the instant, like, alternate things, like, fucked by a wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. I'm just gonna sit there and cry.
So, Gull and Dan.
Right. Everyone looks pretty distracted, so I'm going to flatten myself against the wall.
Okay.
Bonus action hide.
Sure, roll me some stealth.
Is it still at advantage
It
because
would
of the
be, yeah.
noises?
You're out of sight and you're not making noises. So. 13. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Paul, for raiding us. You did.
Oh, nice one. Nice to see you, Mr. Experience. Thank you for joining us earlier. Let's
That sounded sarcastic, but he did join us earlier.
He did, yeah. He was here earlier. He called us puns. But yeah.
Ian's just aggressively Scottish.
I am just aggressively Scottish.
Yeah.
The thing is, I'm not even that Scottish, really. It's just aggressive anyway. So yes, with a 13. Okay, do your thing. What do you want to do? Good evening, Skogan.
Oh God. Skogan.
I'm gonna shoot Shrek. I'm gonna shoot Shrek in the tits.
Okay, cool. Roll your attack.
Tits are now exposed internally, thanks to me.
Roll it with advantage.
Externally.
Oh, yes!
13 is a hit. Oh, 21 is also a hit. Sorry, I didn't update. 21 is absolutely a hit for this 11 AC ogre. Yeah. How do you want to do this? You've got this in the bag.
12.
The dude had literally 1 hit point left when you separated all of his fat from his body. Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
God.
it's just the difference is he has 59 total, so he had 1/59th of his entire health. He was hanging on by the thinnest of ogre layers.
Instead of a 10 on my surge. That'd have been it.
Done. But anyway,
Right,
gonads.
so
We've
boost
still
the
got.
arrow into the exposed flesh of the boob. I'm gonna run up to him. I'm gonna use the dog as a springboard, like sort of jump over behind him, stick my daggers in his back, and just unzip him from top to bottom.
As someone who's used their bonus action to hide, I'm going to have to take an attack of opportunity from the dog for that. Oh wait, no, I can't because the dog guard used its reaction. No, you can use that springboard. Yeah. Fucking do it.
Yes!
Backflip over that hound.
Springboard the dog. I'm gonna springboard the dog, like flip over the ogre, dig my daggers in his back, and just unzip him from top to bottom, so that he just sort of like, you know those pencil cases that have got like 2 zips down the middle, and just you fold them out.
Yeah.
That. I'm just gonna peel his back off like a fucking fresh slab of meat, and then just push him over.
Sure, yeah, like
Does he land on the dog?
The middle parts of what is this ogre's body hasn't realised this is dead yet, as the skin slaws off in opposite directions, flapping around like horrible crusty leather. Yeah,
Does he land on the dog?
he crumples under his own mass, realising that there is no longer enough muscle to hold him. He is fucked.
Yes!
He is gone.
Fucking love being a rogue.
God of Gonad War. I like it.
The gonads of war. Speaking of, the dog isn't done yet. Unless there's anything else you wanted to do.
I was really hoping I could just push the ogre over and he'd land on the dog,
Nah,
but I assume that would
not
be
happening.
an improvised fatty.
I mean, like the wolf would suffocate under the entire mass of Shrek, but like, nah. we've literally seen currently skeletons of like half elf, half giant bodies, and you leave elves are like, you're pretty small. Like someone had to survive that somehow, you know. So this dog's fine as a medium creature. So with that, he's going to take a bite at the tasty red saucy boy.
Go on.
That is.
He's just going to pop his shield up.
That's 10 to hit.
Misses, you bitch. Or maybe not a bitch, I don't know. Was he? Alright, sorry.
Oh, wow. Darts. And
You miss, man, bitch.
attempts to run away, smelling
Stab him
defeat.
with a dagger.
You can absolutely
If
take a
he's
swipe.
passing by me, is he? Yeah, I was gonna say, is he gonna be between both of us?
Well, that's the thing, because you've already used your
You will get
reaction.
attacks of opportunity.
Oh,
That's
Christ, I
the
have as well.
one.
Well, I managed to almost go an entire night without getting the fabled fumble chart out, but here we are. So, with your dagger, I need a d20, please, dear. Fumble! Sandy, thank you for the raid. Welcome to some D&D with Footprints In The Custard this evening. 6. All right. Wild
6.
swing. You overextend yourself going for the kill. Your opponent gains attacks on advantage rolls against you for 1 turn. That's fine. That could have been well different. That could have been well different.
God for that. Good.
Yeah, you could have shit yourself. There is literally the shit yourself number there. So, but you didn't.
I mean, I might have done anyway.
You pooed yourself in fright.
I might use that as a free action if that's okay.
I'll allow it. You can cup as a bonus. The wolf makes its way harmlessly past you, Douche. You're just spent for this round, unfortunately. However, Vestificus, you do happen to find yourself like, shit. What do you want to do?
I'm obviously gonna go kill the dog.
A little bit of squelching with every step. What would you like to do?
I don't know what I've got left, to be honest. Let's find out.
Are you going to put your Dyson Airblade on him again?
Don't bring across the fucking dog. Please
Just
bring
waft the dog.
Or I could just fuck it completely. a spell slot on it. I mean, that sounds like a bad idea, but also a good idea because I might just do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna magic missile level 2 it.
Okay, that's 44.
Yeah, that's probably a dead pooch.
That is almost the deadest that pooch could possibly be in the instance, you know?
Overkill.
Monster kill.
So, yeah, how do you want to do this for the end of this combat session?
Well, what I want to do is fire all 4 of the missiles up its doggy anus and take it off like a rocket and explode it into the sky with doggy fireworks.
This is the second time you've used magic missiles as fireworks. That's your go-to.
It's my go-to kill.
I love it. Your signature move.
Anal fireworks.
Yeah, that's fine. That absolutely happens. The currently bound, frustrated, semi-mummified goblin is now showered with the ichor of, well, old wolf. It is gamey, it is choking, it is mangy, and now it's all over him. Well done, gentlemen. That is the end of that combat.
We go down the stairs now.
Hooray!
I'm happy about that.
That could have been. That could have been a lot worse, guys. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
I do believe there's someone in distress back there. We will go downstairs. We will.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll check out the rooms and steal things as well, whatever.
So, at this point, Gonad, from your wonderful 3-point landing, the guy in the nearest cell
did
team...
Did I forget to mention I landed like this?
Are you not entertained? Yeah, no, that's fine. You can gladiator your way through that. That's totally fine. And the guy is sat at the on the wrong layer, so you guys can't see him. That's where he's sat. There he goes. Yeah, and he's just like stood at the
Volmer.
Valmer. But you don't know that yet because you're not talking to him yet.
Is that
Volmer.
Valmer.
is that just
says it on his face.
No. No, it's definitely not Val Kilmer, but Smush. No. So the guy's like stood there and he's got his hands on the gate on the door, and he's quite tanned, quite tall, human male with like sort of tight sort of pleats that go down and then down here as well. He's very well built, and judging by the scars and stuff around him, you suspect he's no stranger to combat.
How did you end up in here?
He goes, well,
A big fellow.
no, like fucking open the door, I'll tell you.
Tell me first, and then I shall open the door.
All right, fine. He goes, I'm Valmer. I'm a mercenary from the Otter's Pocket in Prost, right? Okay.
The Otter's Pocket.
So he just looks at you and goes, why does everyone do that when I bring that up? We're very prestigious, don't you know?
The Otter's Pocket.
We're prestigious. Hey man, you guys want a job in Prost, you go to the Otter's Pocket.
Prestigious.
You know, you want a job, you go to the Otter's Pocket, they'll sort you right out. They had this one time they went up right up like some sort of like general's arse. It was weird. But yeah, no, they.
Is there anyone else in any of the other things?
No, there is a
guy?
noticeable corpse on the second one, and a large unattended bed in the back. But it's been there for a while.
Unattended.
And he says, "Yeah, well, you know, like, hey, nobody else is here. Like, Brath died ages ago. It's fine. But like, we were sent out looking for this wine merchant. He owes some taxes to some guy, I don't know, and we were told to get the money or bring him back."
What was the wine merchant's name?
Something Malby? Malik?
Malbec.
Yes, I thought so.
That's the one.
That's the one. We're aware of Malbec.
So what you're saying is he's not dead?
We're aware of him.
So he's not dead?
Oh, he's doing quite well for himself.
All right. Okay. Cool. Now get me out of this cage.
Okay, fine. When I told you,
I've got a question.
I told you. I didn't tell you I didn't have a key.
Comfortable.
And he looks at it and he says, you know, it's alright. It's not that bad, really.
It looks quite nice.
Yeah, it's okay, you know.
And I've got spell slots to
Well, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna tell a man how to do his business, but like, you know, if you want, you can open the door and come and try it. You're more than welcome. I've made it and everything. Look at it. It's beautiful.
Are there any keys anywhere?
Make an investigation check. It takes you a bit of time.
Sir, I can't let you out.
It takes you a bit of time, and you have to search through the various sort of folds of fat. However, you find that attached to his other boob, there was a nipple ring with a number of keys attached to it. It wasn't separated from his body at the time.
The key nipple passing.
Just the sheer size of him, you guys didn't notice until you were like that close. And unfortunately, while he was alive, you guys had
windmill them.
Yeah, you guys had like some serious like iron tassels, you know. But you guys had more important things to be paying attention to, unfortunately, while he was being so aggressive.
Once I wasn't staring at his tits.
You had it melting around him instead. But yes, you've identified a ring of keys that you suspect maybe of use in a prison situation. Yeah, high score. We've been unattended. This is going super well. We haven't hurt or offended anyone, we promise. So, back to nipple ring keyring jailer guy, with Shrek's or orc fat, ogre fat. Go nuts.
Yes. This is me.
Yep, that's you.
I'll take the keys and go.
Jailer Swift, fucking hell, Paul.
Perfect.
Glorious. So yeah, there is a number of keys. That number being.
So I take the keys.
4.
I take the keys from Jailer Swift.
Yep.
And bring them back through to Val Kilmer.
Yep.
And
that, like, honestly, that should have taken way longer. I'm so happy you got it.
I said it the second you said his name.
I know. Yeah.
I was like, that's just Val Kilmer smudged.
It is just Val Kilmer.
That explains the mildly tanned man. Okay, I'm gonna go and unlock all the other cells first.
He's like, no! What? He shakes it and he's angry. He's like, fine!
I'm gonna start with the one at the end.
Is there any treasure in there?
Wait, but I can go. And I'm gonna stop right outside his cell and goes, I'm trying to teach you the value of patience, dear boy.
You have no idea how long I've been here.
And just like let open a creek.
He's like, you have no idea how long I've been here. Do you see how dead my partner is? That's how long I've been here, and it's just like skeletal remains. It's like,
to be honest, he is super dead.
He is super dead. I've been here a long time. Do you know how bad he smells?
From the doorway, Douche.
He doesn't look like he smells bad.
Hellbent.
You should have known him when he was alive.
Douche's just gonna shout out the door. Don't try plead morality with them. Wrong crowd. Wrong crowd.
Well, I mean, see, at least one of you has some sense. Okay, well, sure. Just let me out and.
I opened the door.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And he goes up to you and he grabs your head and he gives you a big sloppy kiss and he's like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you," and runs immediately to a.
Wait. When he grabs my head and starts kissing me, can I just grab him back and just?
Sure. Yeah.
Go ham.
Roll a charisma check, I guess. I mean, let's do it. Let's make out with Val Kilmer. Why not? All right. Well,
it's not great.
You did it, and you kind of like you took a little bit of like you were taken aback immediately, but you're just like, well, you kind of lean into it, and he was like, no, I'm coming. He went right in there, tickled your tonsils and everything. You roll a Constitution check. You're fine. You don't throw up in Val Kilmer's mouth. But he pulls your head off.
Vast does not do it in this game. Vast is a little bit jealous.
That was some deep tonguing going on, right? So he pulls your head away with a really audible. You know,
I'm
like,
still getting over the sentence. You're fine. You didn't throw up in Val Kilmer's mouth.
Dungeons and Dragons, everybody. It's the best game ever. No one else can get to say that. So yeah, he immediately just like bolts to the to his compadre's body and just starts like really unceremoniously just shuffling through the bones. Where is it? And he goes, ha ha! Picks it up and he's like, you see that he picked up his hip bone and like a clattering of like some sort of silver contraption drops out. He's like, there we go, got it. All right, let's get out of here. And he throws the
What on earth is that?
It's you realize it's a small silver pocket watch.
Oh, right, okay.
I've got one of them as well.
Yeah, but yours probably doesn't smell quite as bad. I don't know. But he just throws the the hip bone behind him, and it just clatters harmless against the wall. It's like, well, he's dead. Fuck him. So, are we getting out here, or are we getting out here, or are we what are we doing? Hi, I'm Valmer, by the way.
First,
Douche.
we're gonna go downstairs. Because everyone wants to go downstairs.
Okay, well, I mean, you know, okay, well, that'll be fine.
Do we have a rest first? I'm almost disemboweled here.
Oh yeah, you're not looking too green there, pal.
Looking more pink than you should do.
It's, well, he's a big one, isn't he?
He is sleeping in the bed.
Well, tell you what. He looks at you going out. He says, "Hey, you've got those big old swords. You give them to me. I'll keep watch. You guys rest. How about that?"
How about fucking no?
Rude.
Tell you what, I will give him one of the long swords and say, I don't need to rest as much as these gentlemen. I'll happily keep watch with you for a while.
Sure, if you want.
Because obviously I don't. With my elven blood, I only need the 4 hours.
Sure, and he looks at you and he goes, you got anything to eat? No. Well, he turns around to you, Wack, and he's like, so you want to jump on my grave so fast? Like, wow, okay. Well, I mean, I've not even checked out yet, but okay, whatever. Here, I'll
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Just you just face first, arse out, you know.
Yeah, literally just face planted.
When he said, "Do you have any food?" I'll give him loads of the cured meats and rations that we found in the cupboard earlier because we don't need all of them. So I'll give him because he's probably not eaten anything decent for a while.
Sure. Yeah, goblinoids are not known for their hospitality.
Goblins, Nola.
Well, yeah.
I'll come up with the blood fast and just say, it's awful, but it should do the trick, and just hand him one of the bottles.
And he gives you this ravenous look, and he's like, oh, come here, and gives you a big old tonguing as well. How do you react? Well, he attempts to.
You know, it's quite alright.
Yeah, see yourself. And yeah, he's like, so like everyone else is dead, right? We could like leave whenever we want, right? There's
we have cleared the place. I shan't lie.
So like,
it's probably not
downstairs.
safe.
I wanted to go downstairs.
So we can just go right up. We can go right outside. We could walk out the gates. They're all dead, right?
We came in the back back way and accidentally closed it behind ourselves.
They're all dead in this area?
He says, well, tell you what. You boys get to sleep. I'll keep the eye out. Me and old Pally here, we'll be fine, won't we? And he gives you a big old thumping on the back.
That's to you, Valma.
Sure. I mean, whatever you say, Tug Man.
I'm gonna shout to Gonad before I get into the stream and say, I'll be in this one.
Remember, be with you shortly.
And he looks at you, Douche, expectantly. He's like,
sit.
so you wanna hang out? He gives you a wink.
I wish to hang on to a bed for dear life.
Okay, I
shall
mean,
leave you to your ministrations.
You let me know if you want me to lock you in there.
Oh, be sure if I were to ask anyone in this situation, it would certainly be you.
He's such a charmer, he says. He leans over to Gonad. I like him.
He's a good boy, but unfortunately you only have one set of lips, so I can assure you he's not interested.
His loss. So, do you mind if I get a little bit of revenge here?
The ogre.
Sure, yeah. I mean, not on you. I mean, that'd be silly. You've got the keys. You just put me right back in there, and
by all means.
And he just goes right. He takes the horribly vicious blackened blade, just stabs horribly at the ogre, repeatedly. He's like, "That's what you get when you don't give me soup. Fuck you and your big ogre face." And he's like, "Okay, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done." Okay, sure. Let's know any games?
Gordon Ramsay.
And it's around this sort of time that it descends into ecstatic, excitable madness by a man who's been kept outside of civilized culture for a while, essentially.
I'm gonna invent a game for him.
Sure.
I'm gonna go, okay, come with me.
Yep.
So I go over to the ogre, take out my bag of ball bearings, and just start stuffing them into like his moves and stuff. And I go, okay, jump on him and see how many ball bearings come out.
Works for me. And he just starts hopping up and down like a child on a weird flashy bouncy castle. And it's horrible because the intestines are splitting, the ichor is like spreading into the cracks and seeps of the tiling, and it's noticeably loud for the rest of you. But
I put a pillow over my ear.
Yeah, I thought you might.
I'm gone. I'm a voice.
So I think
Douche's just going to pop his head out and just say, "Gonad, can you prestidigitate just some of that fucking smell away?"
I mean, we could close the door if you wanted. We can guard the outside of the door and jump to our heart's content, right?
Scholar and gentlemen, thank you.
Okay, you heard the man.
I will stay closer to my compatriots.
Okay, I'll close this door then.
But
keep the smell away.
Yes, please do keep watch, and I'm going to bed down for a few hours.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to Vast just for a few hours, and then once I'm done, I'll come out and see how Valma's getting on. So I'm just going to go into the cell with Vast and just go. Meant nothing. He was just very happy to see me. And I'm just going to give him a cuddle and go to sleep for a few hours.
Okay. And
we never saw him.
With this, I think that's a good time to call it. So, let's move to a nicer screen so you can see all of our beautiful faces. There you go. Excellent. Well, we have essentially cleared the first layer of Amon Hung's prison level today. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Cheers for sticking around. Really, it's sort of 10:30 on a Sunday. It's a school night. Everyone's got things to do on a Monday. But you're here anyway, so I appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We're Footprints in the Custard. We do our own streams on our own channel, Footprints in the Custard on Twitch. if you've enjoyed what you've seen today, what we've been up to, if you want to see more of this kind of content, let the guys know. We'll come over. It's all set up. It's good to go now. We can do it. Outside of that, we're not playing Bloodstock this year, but Rose in the Shadows, the band from Russ and Sladen, their Melodith band, way better than us. Undeniably better than us. Yeah, go and watch them on Sunday. This year's Bloodstock.
Yeah,
it's going to be fucking awesome.
Sunday.
If you aren't already following Bloodstock, what are you doing? Click the button. It's great. Yeah, we'll like and subscribe. Here's our Patreon. No, we don't have a Patreon. We're not cool enough for that.
Bell.
Ring that fucking bell, or we'll throw ball bearings up your ogre. Outside of that noise, before this descends into even further chaos. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much for that.
Good night, guys.
See you in August.
See you guys in a bit. In fact, I think Bear is Bear's supposed to be streaming. Fuck this. We're not going anywhere. We're raiding Bear instead. Screw you guys.
Do it.
What is it? /raid?
Yeah, raiding is a thing.
Yeah, like we should do that. That's like, this is Twitch. This is the culture. Where is Bear at?
Well, I need to go away.
If
So
you just it should come up with Bear's name.
Because he's playing Minecraft tonight. So let's go and do that thing. Thank you guys for sticking around. We're gonna go and see Bear. So that should work. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's popping up now.
Excellent. Well, after that nonsense, see you in a bit, guys. Thank you very much.
Bye.